You know what? I got so much smut on my phone. I cannot find what I'm looking for. That is fucking. Oh, excuse me. Not to be, because that is crazy. So I'm gonna just go ahead and be like, "Welcome to the Issue We Talk." Hey, y'all. We're doing a. This is a process run for us. We're processing this whole thing about being together and also like trying to have live studio audience. So you got to bear with us. We're gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, in between time, you can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Stitcher and Twitter. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star review so we can give you the ish that we talk. I am, drum roll please, the nigga that makes this motherfucker. Nah, I'm just playing. I am Lily. I'm the host of this there show, and I'm with the do all be all. Without her, this would not be a show. So let's give it a round of applause for the lady that pushes the bells and the whistles, Lindsay.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
And again, this is the Ish We Talk. Our 2 minutes is over. So what the fuck is up, my niggas? What's the fuck up, my niggettes? I am like ecstatic about giving you a show where we can actually be together. By the way, our co-host Breezy Bree is not here. We wish her the best. She could not make it today, but she is always in our thoughts, and she's always here sprinkling a little game down for us so we can continue to give you the ish that we talk.
Absolutely.
So how's your health? How's your wealth? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Besides the fact that I really have to start deleting some shit in my phone.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. I embarrass my own self.
I'm so scared.
I just don't understand why a man can have so much filth on his phone. That's appalling to me. And if I seen that while I was in the club, I'd be like, that's a nasty motherfucker.
Wow. Okay, so like give us like the outskirts of what someone could find if looking in your phone.
Listen, I'm just gonna keep it 100. You might find anything from dick pics to fucking little 9-second gifs of like bitches getting ringed. Like, I don't know why I have this shit on my phone, y'all. I do know, because some shit I see and I like and I just automatically click save like a fucking weirdo. Like, yeah. And then I just got it in my phone. I don't even like go check for it. I just know it's there.
Lord. Just know just where to go.
It's it.
Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah.
All right. Trying to figure out my subconscious of why I do that. I just probably don't want to be one of those dudes that's an old nigga that get caught on his mobile phone camera jacking off. So I just keep the shit in my phone where I could just put a tape over the camera and just go ahead and yam before, you know what I'm saying, in the morning when you wake up like that, and then you go about your business, you take your shower, and then you go to work. I don't know. That's me having a foresight of maybe why I keep this shit for some strange reason, because I don't know why. Anyway, we have subjects, y'all. We really have topics we can talk about.
We do. We
don't have to get on the debauchery that is in my mind.
I spit on the screen with the jump. Oh, my bad. Okay. 7 says, what's good, y'all?
What's good, 7?
Glenn says midget porn.
And it's a couple of them. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. It's a couple of them. Some of them midgets need to be tight. And I hate to say it like because they're little people. Some of these little people be bad. Oh my God, it's some bad little people. And maybe I feel that way because I'm 5'7". You know, if I was 6'4", maybe I wouldn't like that shit. But I like that shit.
Did you ever watch Little Women Atlanta?
I did, and I used to dig them little twins.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking I like that show.
I used to be like, well, I knock out one of them little twins. I ain't
Lord
even gonna lie
Jesus.
to you.
Glad-
Not the one that's legs was too big for her body. Like one of them bitches, she was on the world to diabetes. But the other one was cool.
My God. Okay. So Glenn says he lying. He watches that shit on break at work.
Nah, I don't watch that. Listen, no. Where I work at, I will never.
No, I hope you wouldn't. And Derek says, salute my people. Hey.
Salute.
Yeah, so that was not part of the list of topics for today.
It definitely wasn't.
So do you want to start on the topics now?
Yeah. Let's get back to the business.
Right.
What the business is.
All right. So first up,
I would show you what's in here, and you'll be like, damn, because you got a problem.
No, I don't.
Like, nah, it ain't nothing to me. Like, you're gonna be like, nigga, you got a problem.
No, I don't think my virgin eyes should see that.
Oh, come on, man.
But yeah, so the first topic up is Mr. West and Ms. Owens. Mr. West.
Man.
So
up, Mr. West.
Right. So yeah. Kanye West and Candace Owens took a picture with a shirt that on the back of it said White Lives Matter. This was done at his fashion show that he had. Was it in Paris?
Was it in Paris? I don't know.
I know it went in the States. And it was a surprise fashion show. But of course, you wear a shirt that says White Lives Matter is going to cause controversy. It caused a whole lot of controversy. Everybody's back on this team again on fuck Kanye. And then Kanye apparently is off his meds, allegedly. And he's been ranting a lot. He went after quite a few people. He went after Justin Bieber's wife. He went after the dude that I guess worked under Virgil.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Then he said somebody slept with somebody.
Kanye just been doing Kanye.
Yeah.
Basically. That's all it is.
Basically, yeah, he's been doing it again. And, he's done interviews trying to, double and triple down on the whole White Lives Matter shirt. Now, we do know that Black Lives Matter has been under scrutiny lately. The organization has been under scrutiny lately because of misappropriation of funds, or perceived misappropriation of funds, I should say. But when you wear a shirt that says White Lives Matter, you're coming after the movement of Black Lives Matter and trying to mask it like you're coming after the organization. Because let's just be clear, the movement and the organization are two different things when it comes to Black Lives Matter. It's gone way bigger than the organization, and we know where it stemmed from.
And Kanye knows that.
And Kanye knows that. Kanye's not stupid. You know what I'm saying? So for him to put up that shirt and then try to mask it as he's coming after the organization, nobody's stupid that he's talking to. So why are you trying to play us for stupid? But this is what he does. I saw this on another show that the person made a great point. Every time he's provocative and offensive, he's coming after the Black community. Then he turns around, and this is my part, he turns around and throws a Jesus at us. And we come right back to him. Because what did he do today? He put up videos of Sunday service. And they were amazing. And it sucks because the man is a musical genius. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
He is a musical genius, but it just really sucks because as much as he does to where we should never, never patronize him ever again, he does something like put up Through the Wire, the Sunday service version. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, golly. Like, and it's amazing.
And you respect it. And it's amazing. It is what it is. At the same time, we say that this is the nigga that wants you to wear oversized boots and fucking jackets that look like they got the hanger still in them. Like, we have to know that when Kanye goes full Kanye, we just let this nigga crash and burn, y'all. Like, we gotta stop making him a fucking pillar in our community when it comes to shit. Like, because he has countless times after times told us he don't really give a fuck. Like, he started off that way, and then he changed. Like, shout out to Jonah Lucas. When Jonah Lucas wrote the song, I Let the Money Change Me, I lied. Like, all of that humble shit went out the window.
Yeah.
Like, it's just Kanye on what Kanye feels. And, you know, that's no downplay to anybody out there who is suffering from mental illness. I am not saying that, you know, I'm holding that responsible, but I am saying you got to play a narcissist like a narcissist plays itself, because that's what it is. That's what we're listening to, and that's what we're seeing in full effect. I don't care about him being on meds or off meds. This nigga's a narcissist, and he does things for his own agenda. I really do feel like he even came out with this shit because we remember how he was sucking Trump's dick the whole time, and I don't want to be disrespectful to Kanye, but I'm gonna just keep it real. That's what you was doing. You was fucking spitting in the rim of his asshole with a MAGA fucking hat on, my nigga. So I feel like he's gonna run for president again, and he's trying to get that fucking crowd.
You think Kanye's gonna run for president?
Yeah, I think everything he do is more genius than what we believe.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he did run for president again. I mean, it would. I want him to get help, and I want them to calibrate his meds correctly, and I want him to consistently take them.
And that still would not stop the narcissist from being a narcissist. You got to like look at the game. He could have got a bunch of weird looking ass black models from Somalia to wear White Lives Matter shirts. Mm-hmm. He didn't do that. He did it, and then he had Candace Owens do it.
Yeah.
2 black folks that are quote unquote safe to the alt-right community.
Yeah.
This is way more genius than we think it is.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like he does that. I mean, he's definitely thinking when he does that. But when he's off his meds, that's when he gets to doing the erratic shit and the provocative shit and the offensive shit.
Yeah.
Because he stayed being offensive, but he's only offensive to us, and it's like he looks for white validation as well.
That's what the whole thing is. If you know the nervous breakdown I want to see, right. I want to see him sitting up at a press conference crying about how his mama didn't want him to date white women. Then I will understand all the shit that this nigga's talking about right now.
Yeah. Derek says, human life matters. I don't know. I'm over it.
I mean, I feel the same way to an extent. But at the same time, I'm not going to downplay the movement and the things that happen with the Black Lives Matter whole band, the whole genre, the whole organization. I've been told y'all on this podcast my feelings towards Black Lives Matter, the organization. Mm-hmm. Now, the movement, I have no problem with.
Right.
The foundation is where I feel like it's flaky.
Yeah, and a lot of people are just in the way that they feel in regards to the organization, but it's like we ain't stupid. We know you coming after the movement.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, and that's the part that sucks about that, because you're giving the white people one more thing to be like, see, you know. So.
Yeah, we ain't following Kanye. It's white folks to be like, well, Kanye said. Mm-hmm. Well, if Kanye said it, why you don't understand it? Man, fuck Kanye you and
gets
Kanye.
It. Right. Kanye gets it. Why don't you?
Well, come on.
You know, and he dropped out of college.
Kanye said slavery was a choice. So why don't you forgive me instead of letting me always be a burden for your great-great-grandpa? Nigga, because fuck you.
Right. That's it. That's all. You know.
Like it is what it is. Like you can't come up here preaching this agenda where you want more dominance than what you already have. That's for real. That's the basic thing in a nutshell. Mm-hmm. We know you have dominance.
Yeah.
That's it. We know. What we saying is, why keep pressing the motherfucking issue, my nigga? We know you there.
Right.
We know you there. We ain't got a problem with you. You scared, and we know you scared. But say that then. Mm-hmm. Don't say we causing a ruckus, because we losing a lot of us because you making it seem like we're the problem, and then you got these quote unquote voices of black people putting fuel to the fucking fire.
Right. Just going against the grain for no reason.
But then turn around and say, the media is doing shit to assassinate or kill black lives. You can't jump the fence like that, my nigga. Yeah. You and Candace Owens be doing that shit. I took a left there, but I'm just saying, you and Candace do the same thing and it irritates the fuck out of me. Yeah. Like I ain't saying y'all not smart, y'all not geniuses, whatever. What I'm saying is, you are confusing a lot of young black people to have a decision to make. Or they're going to ride for themselves or they're going to ride for the motherfucker that been oppressing them for fucking 500 years. Mm-hmm. Period.
Yeah. So Derek says, I feel you, Lily, but until we as a community care about the movement with the senseless killing, then the movement will continue to be downplayed.
I agree. Yeah. I say that shit all the time. I've just had a conversation like that. Like, we can't do one without the other. Like, I always have a problem about how people talk about how white rapists get away, but black rapists get caught. Nigga, they rapists. Yeah. They fucking rapists. Like, why are we having a conversation like that? They all should be held accountable. Yeah. Like, same thing with us. We can't talk about what the white man do to us when we do that shit to each other. We have to learn not to do that shit.
But see, this is the thing about that. Because there's all types of crime within one's community. The problem is that if I'm a black person, and if another black person, on occasions, on the weekends. So when another black person harms me or attacks me or whatever, and I call the police, there shouldn't be a question on, are we going to make it out alive? And that's the problem.
That's a fact.
That's the problem, because the police ain't never been for us. Any race should be able to call the police when something is harming them and expect to make it out alive.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? We should be able to do that. But the problem is that we are not able to do that. We have to come to the decision, are we going to handle this internally, or are we going to make this situation worse with calling the police, or potentially worse with calling the police? That's what the movement is about, because anything or nothing is killing us, and these people get to go home. That's where the movement comes from. So you can say, oh, we need to stop killing us. And yes, we do need to stop killing us, but that's another issue. And then on top of that, we shouldn't be saying the black on black crime, because there's white on white crime, there's Asian on Asian crime, but that's not a coined term. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's crime, period, dot.
And I'm in totally 100% agreements with you, Bree. Excuse me. See, shout out to Bree, because I always say that shit with Bree. Oh man, Lindsay, yeah. Shit. But what I'm saying is, I would never say anything against the movement of Black Lives Matter. What I'm saying is, we can't pick one without the other. Like, my thing is, because we're so afraid of the police, and this is not no exaggeration or no me just saying some shit out my ass. This is facts. A lot of us are afraid of the police.
Yeah. 100. Like, I remember when I stayed in Johnson County, and it was right after, matter of fact, I stayed in Overland Park, And it was right after the Overland Park Police Department had been exposed for all these racist joke tweets that they were, saying to one another. They got exposed for that and people got fired. Literally that next morning, there was a police car in my parking lot. And when I tell you that walk from my townhouse to my car was the longest walk in life, because I'm like, what are y'all doing over here? It ain't too many black people that live over here. So I know I stick out like a sore thumb. You know what I'm saying? I'm damn near 6 foot black. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm in a predominantly white area. So I know you're staring at me, and while I'm staring at you. And that was the longest walk to my car I have ever made. Because I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. I don't know how pissed y'all are. You know what I'm saying? As a whole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't feel like that dealing with the police. I should look at the police as them saving me from whatever happens. You know what I'm saying? But that's the problem. Black people don't look at the police like that because those are our oppressors. And if we really want to go deep with this shit, how did we even come up with police in the first place? They were bounty hunters for slaves.
That is very true.
Yeah, so they ain't never been for us if we want to go that far, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
but we not here for that conversation.
Nah, I mean, I get it. Yeah. And like I said, I'm in agreements to you. Only thing I'm saying is we can't do one without the other, which means we need to start doing things like this. Like I was mentioning, we are afraid of the police. A lot of us are. So why don't we just start policing our own neighborhoods? Like it's one of those things where we know what's the problem and we know how they feel about us. I ain't saying that we be the first nigga on neighborhood watch to call the police, but nah, when you know Ray out here like stealing bikes, like you got to put the word out.
Yeah,
like this is the neighborhood. Yeah, this is the neighborhood. Like my mama used to talk about how her neighborhood used to be. It was certain niggas that just knew not to fuck with her neighborhood because they policed they self.
Yeah.
We have to get back on that because the reason why the Black Lives Matter movement means so much is because we lost our whole vision of what a village is. You know, we don't have a village no more. Mm-hmm. Everybody against each other. This motherfucker can't say this to this. This motherfucker can't say this to that nigga. This nigga can't say this to my kids. I mean, when I was growing up, I got an auntie that ain't nowhere near related to us, but we called her auntie because that was a lady that could watch us when we got off the school bus.
Mm-hmm. Right. And you know, it's like it kind of goes back to the generation gap that we have when it comes to respect, because I believe our generation was probably the last generation that actually had respect for the OGs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't have that sense of community when they don't have respect for the OGs, and the OGs is like, fuck them if y'all ain't got respect for us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, I feel like that kind of stems from that as well, you know. So I don't know, but yeah, Kanye gets on my nerves.
We boil down to it,
right?
The message that Kanye is spewing out is a false narrative, and he has to stop doing it. One thing he needs to understand is he ain't been around us or really young Chicago in a very long time.
Yeah.
Even before he was a non-billionaire.
Right.
Like he ain't been there. So he really don't know. And we need to let Kanye know that this shit that you're doing, thinking you're making a difference, ain't helping us. Because I know what you're doing. Well, I don't know, but I know the genius of you and I know it has a purpose. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is consider us first. Like, we can't vote for nobody if they're not doing for us. Now, I've been saying that.
So let's go back to the whole idea of you saying that he's gonna run again. If it wasn't for all this provocative shit that he does, would he be somebody that you would consider?
If Kanye didn't do Kanye, would I consider him for president. The only Kanye I would consider for president is the Kanye that said Bush don't like black people. Okay. Not the Kanye that said slavery is a choice.
Yeah.
You know, so this Kanye, no. Okay. Back in the day, Jesus walks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll vote for him. I would definitely. Okay. But you know, people change through the years, and we've seen that.
Yeah, the money definitely changed him.
I let the money change me a lot. Like for real, all of the promises that I got. Man, fuck that shit.
Yeah. It's unfortunate and it's sad. You can't do nothing but pray for that man. That man is deeply hurt. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's all I got for him is a prayer. I was gonna buy some Yeezys, but he killed that.
I never had any Yeezys, man. I regret that because I just thought they were just stupid ass shoes to be paying too much money for it.
Well, from what I understand, the tennis shoes feel amazing, and I have some Ivy Park with Adidas tennis shoes, and if they feel anything like those shoes, then yeah, they worth the hype. Because my Ivy Park Adidas shoes feel like I'm walking on pillows. So, but like, I wasn't going to get the sandals or them moon shoes. I was going to get the tennis shoes. But shit, he just killed that. So I'll stick with my Adidas Ivy Park tennis shoes. But yeah, so.
That's that.
That's that.
Punk motherfucker.
Right. So. So next up, so Netflix has a mini series now that is like #1 trending everywhere. It's been talked about a whole lot on social media for the past couple of weeks, and that is about Jeffrey Dahmer. And even though there have been countless documentaries and film about Jeffrey Dahmer and the killings that he did, this one in particular, from what I understand, is the best one. It's the most detailed, the most true to the story that has been done thus far. And then they put it out at such an appropriate time. You know, since we're in the month of October, they put it out in September?
Yep. They did, end of September.
Yeah. So now with this story, there has been controversy along with it. Mainly because these victims of Jeffrey Dahmer, if anybody doesn't know, Jeffrey Dahmer was a serial killer and he targeted Black gay men, and he was a cannibal as well. So he killed them and then he ate them. And it went on for a while before he finally was caught. Man. And then he died in the 90s in jail. Somebody killed him over some food, I understand. But I could be wrong. But yeah. So, a lot of his victims' families are still alive and well, and they're reliving the trauma from their loved one being murdered by this cannibal murderer. And they are watching it. If they're watching it at all, they're watching it with us. They did not have a heads up about it outside of the articles that were talking about it before it was released. Nobody gave them a heads up. Nobody compensated them. Nobody interviewed them. Nothing. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they probably maybe it's like, as far as the documentaries are concerned, they probably were reached out to, but I'm not sure about the other movies if they were reached out to. But they have been very vocal about this, about it reopening wounds for them and whatnot. I know Boosie came out and he said that we should boycott this shit because they're making money off of Black trauma.
And the same people that are watching it and streaming it didn't go see his movie.
Yeah, and wasn't no A, B, or C listers at his movie premiere. But that's another story.
Yeah, we're just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Boosie. Boosie, my
Yeah,
nigga.
because I wasn't mad at him for what he said. Because it is them making a buck off of Black trauma. It is. It is.
But you wouldn't have said that if Netflix would have showed up to your movie career.
Well.
But again, I digress.
Yeah. Hey, I'm probably in agreement with you on that one.
You gotta
be. Yeah.
Shout out to Boosie and my Lil Wayne voice. Shout out to Boosie.
Right. So, this right here for me is not something that I prefer to watch in my spare time or on the clock. But as far as you, I know you have partaked. So if you could give us your thoughts.
Hey, listen. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Dahmer, the series, the little limited series, that's my Pussy Valley, y'all. It is what it is. Listen,
wow. It's Bussy Valley.
It's Bussy Valley. You know what I'm saying? That's my Bussy Valley. Hey, no. One thing I want to say is, from the documentaries that I've seen about Jeffrey Dahmer, the movie is very accurate. It didn't try to glamorize him. It's very accurate about who Jeffrey Dahmer is, and from the documentaries I've seen. The thing about this movie is, or this little mini series is, we have to realize that he was able to do this because we are people that never been checked on. Like, that's what the movie brings out. Like, and I apologize. I'm talking about deeply apologize to all the victims of Jeffrey Dahmer. But what I will say is, I can't act like this nigga was doing everything to get caught and he was getting away with it. He wasn't cunning. He had his whole apartment smelling like dead bodies. Like, the whole apartment complex. They telling him about a smell, and he like, oh yeah, well, I called him about the drain, and it was a skunk that died. Like, all this weird shit. I had some bad meat. I had some meat, a bunch of meat, and then my refrigerator broke down, and that's what it's. This nigga had a whole head in his fucking icebox. This is documented. And they accurately told that tale. So it wasn't like he was hiding. It was a pure situation where he knew he can get away with it. At the end of his fucking murder career, yes, he started targeting black folks. Yes, he did. But he'd been murdering people since he was 17. So we really have to understand that this is just a monster. And he's a white male, but let's not try to make it black and white. We've actually seen a monster in the flesh. And if you're not a person that wants to see that, then don't watch it. But if you one of them motherfuckers who can sleep like a baby watching all that crazy shit, If I Snap and Who Framed Who, if you one of those, especially you ladies, you one of them ladies, you can watch this. And you'll just get an understanding, because one of his next door neighbors, they talked about her a lot in there, and she thought she could do more, but she was really, really calling the police on this man, and nothing was happening. And she had to come to the realization that it wasn't her fault. That's how fucked up it was with this nigga around. And you have to watch that, because it's always the motherfucker that you least suspect that's the monster.
So it was more than just his victims and his victim families. It was him traumatizing or terrorizing the whole neighborhood.
Exactly.
Okay.
It was spots around there that he couldn't go to, because they was like, get your weird ass out of here, because they seen him do some weird shit. So if you're one of those black people to be like, nah, I don't want them exploiting us and I don't want them doing, I get that because I don't want them doing that either. But actually watch this so you can have an understanding of some of the monsters that be around you. Because what you don't realize is that quiet little dude in the back could be waiting to poison you and fuck you and then take your fucking head off. And that's really what this fucking miniseries is about. It's about niggas just letting their guard down, even though they got told, hey man, that nigga's kind of weird, don't do it.
It's just crazy how that can go for so long, and the police are constantly told, and they don't do nothing about it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
They never came to show up. This nigga got the whole apartment complex smelling like dead flesh and acid.
Wow.
And he's telling motherfuckers it's from bad meat.
Well, it was.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
He wasn't lying, you know.
And not only did he was also doing it at his grandma's house. Oh yeah, it gets deep, y'all. Spoiler: this motherfucker was killing niggas and putting them in his grandma's house. This nigga's a fucking crazy guy. This is this is the nigga your mama really warned you about. Like when your mama was like, nah, don't go out there by yourself. Because this is the nigga she was thinking about.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. So, yeah. That's Dahmer. I mean, still ain't, I mean, I don't need a mini-series to let me know to watch people. It's just...
Yeah, but you're a different breed. Yeah. These new age kids probably do.
Yeah.
Because they too easy now. It's way too easy.
These new age kids, they like shit like that. They're special. They're very special.
And that's what's scary, because I was just telling Jasmine that, and I swear to God, next time you talk to her, ask her, I said the scary part about it, if Jeffrey Dahmer was around now, he would be doing way more, because victims were so easily accessible now. All he got to do is just hit them up on Instagram and ask them, hey, you want a party hardy? And like, they just thinking they gonna get some cash off this white boy, and now this nigga sitting there eating your foot.
No. I'm good.
Especially in nowadays, we more hitting like I know the alphabet community, because I don't want to disrespect y'all. That's why I called y'all that. I know they out and they vocal, but it's way more hitting people now than it was back in that day. They had no choice but to be out. So the ones now that are just hitting behind a TV screen and an avatar, oh man, y'all be fucking loose meat sandwiches if Jeffrey Dahmer was still here. And I'm gonna keep it 100.
Right.
Because y'all trying to keep it a secret.
Right.
And y'all turned into chili.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. Was he really making chili?
I don't know if he was making chili. I haven't got that far.
Oh, okay.
But I know he started playing with these niggas, like he experimenting with their bodies. So yeah, he done ate a couple motherfuckers.
Yeah. All right. Glenn says, man, he's going to need some serious drugs for these kids. Them little motherfuckers on pills, lean, and coke at once. Facts.
He wouldn't need nothing.
He gonna need fentanyl, right?
And that shit is so easily accessible to a white man.
Facts. Yeah.
He ain't gonna need shit. That's what I'm saying. These niggas is sitting ducks to a Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Sitting fucking ducks. For the people who are talking about his parents, his mother also had mental illness, so let's not judge that. And his father was doing the best he could do. He didn't teach his son how to kill people. What he taught his son was taxidermy because he seen something that his son liked. So let's not fault his parents.
Okay, yeah, because I was wondering about the dad because I heard the dad had something to do with it too. Thank you.
He taught him taxidermy because he seen his son's fascination with things, with dead things, and so he taught him how to cut them and preserve them.
Yeah.
Now, but that's just a dad trying to interact with his son.
Right. He found an interest and he he capitalized on it. But like now, what did he really have a fascination with skulls? Because I heard that he was like killing these people because he wanted to get like the perfect skull.
No, he had a body frame that was perfect to him, a body structure, muscle type, and all that. From what I'm seeing in documentaries, I always knew he just had a particular type. Mm. You know, he was fucking mannequins and all that. I seen that in the documentary. So he liked it a structural body type. Now, him having skulls was because he was fucking putting niggas in acid. So he just had skulls. Okay. Like he wasn't like what's the first serial killer that was just burying them under the cellar? It was like he was in an apartment complex, so it's acid. He just got to put niggas in acid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, you can't carry them out.
Yeah, it ain't really nothing you can do. You can start breaking this shit up, but that's what he had to do. But at this time, his hunger sensation was so much for this murder and shit, that shit was past tense. Yeah. He just wanted to keep getting his next victim. Okay. But like his first victim, that's what he did. He boiled his body and then he bust all his bones open. And he scattered it all over his grandma's yard. Jeez. Yeah, this is Jeffrey Dahmer, y'all. Yeah. This is a monster. This ain't just a white man going after black gay dudes. This is a monster. Mm-hmm. And he was a monster because he was confused about himself.
He was confused as far as what his sexuality?
As far as his sex. He knew he liked men. Mm-hmm. But he couldn't really, he couldn't express that or show that shit. Mm-hmm. So not only do he like men, he liked the inside of, because like I said, he learned how to, dissect shit. So he had a fantasy about the insides of things. So, and I'm not saying anything disrespectful to the alphabet community. I'm not saying anything disrespectful to y'all. What I'm saying is this man not only liked the dudes, he liked to feel the inside of a fucking individual or an animal. He loved the inside of it. He had a sexual fantasy about it. In documentaries, he said he's got aroused by that.
So him he couldn't just be a top. He had to go step further.
No, I gotta be, nigga. I ain't gotta be the top. I gotta be the muscle structure, nigga. You just the skin.
Yeah. Like
I wanna feel that. I wanna get in there.
Yeah. Yeah. God. Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Well, all right.
Fuck Jeffrey Dahmer, y'all.
Yeah, fuck him. He probably liked that though.
Oh shit! You dirty son of a bitch.
All right, so next up is the what's his name? Tua. Yeah. So take it away.
Okay, y'all. If you're living under a rock or you don't pay attention, that it is football season.
Unfortunately.
The Miami Dolphins quarterback, Tua, he played a Sunday. And this Sunday he played against the Buffalo Bills. He had got slammed to the ground hard. And you can clearly see that he hit his head, but they were saying that it was a back injury. Now, via protocol, when you hit your head, it's a concussion protocol, and you should have 7 days out, like not playing anything, doing light scrimmages, doing whatever. They chose to put him back on the field 4 days later with the Cincinnati Bengals. he also got rattled there. Got the shit rattled out of him. Both times when he stood up, he fucking fumbled the fuck back down. He couldn't do anything.
And then his hands were all twisted.
Yeah, his hands was twisted up. He showed every sign of something wrong with your brain. The National Football League needs to really put this under investigation of why concussion protocol wasn't put on tour, because it was a doctor that worked for the Miami Dolphins that was contracted out, that when he said they didn't do the proper protocols, he was out of there. They got him out of there quick. Even though they're trying to deny, they're trying to say, like, you know, they're just going they're going by the protocols. They did everything they were supposed to do. But he still fucked up. And now that they're like going through it, it's like, yeah, he was fucked up. Like he clearly has concussions, and he got concussed twice in a 4-day span. And learning about this, we realized if you get 2 concussions, you could die.
And he got 2 in 4 days.
And he got 2 in 4 days. So the uproar now is, should he retire?
So is he out now?
No.
Wait, what?
He's not playing.
He's not playing, but he's not out. And like, if they rule him eligible, they're gonna throw his ass back in.
Wow.
The thing is, he's already had 2 concussions in 4 days. I think he should retire. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, that's what the go thing is. Like right now, that's what people are saying. But I think not only should he retire, but he should also sue the shit out of the Miami Dolphins for letting him go through that protocol like that, sweeping him through because they just wanted him to perform. It's some crazy. They just ran and fetched this nigga. Like, fuck it, all right. How many figures nigga go out there? Like, they didn't do their proper due diligence with him, and Tua should retire, and he should sue the shit out of him. Yeah. That's my belief. I don't know how everybody else feels, but I feel like he should do that. Like, because we have seen football players that had many concussions, and then they retire and have to clear blue. They fucking off themselves because they don't know how to walk right and talk right and be the same, and they snapping on their kids. Like Junior Seau killed himself because he wrote a letter saying he didn't feel the same with his wife.
Yeah. If anybody's seen that movie Concussion, that's based on a true story, and there was quite a few players that killed themselves.
Yeah,
and it was exuding erratic behavior and all that, you know. So it
gets deeper than rap. You know what I found out and doing my deep dive into this, y'all? That for the concussion protocol, black people or black males in the NFL, or they were thought their mental capacity was less than their white counterparts. So if their brain, like if they was functioning on a lower level, they were saying that's because that's what they normally do.
Wow.
So like our concussion protocol is different from our white counterparts in the NFL. I don't know if it is now, but when I deep dived into it, I was like, damn, that's crazy. They was looking at the IQ level. And they were saying, you know, hey, nah, that's how he think anyway.
Wow.
This nigga fucked up.
Right. So they was like, oh, well.
Nah, he fine. He cool.
Yeah.
This nigga could have been a scholar before he got his head busted open.
Right.
playing in a preseason game.
Yep, that's why we shouldn't have football. I don't care. I know that a lot of people are gonna look at me crazy.
We need football.
Why?
We need football.
Why?
Because it's strictly a situation where white people in general, they need somewhere that they can see somebody push aggression out. Because if we didn't have football, we'd have way more people rioting and coming after the White House. Like that shit we see them white folks do. If football was not here, we see that shit every day. We'll see that shit downtown.
Hey, I don't.
White people need to see aggression and not even not downplaying y'all white folks, because I love football too, and that was what thing I was about to say. People like me who have, you know what I'm saying, who love the sport, see that, has tried to play the sport. You know, we like to see talent in that sport.
But at what expense, though? You know what I mean?
It's ways around that, though. We got to get to the level where we're having proper protection.
But they didn't even want to do that until after the damn movie came out. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Yeah. What?
Yes.
Everything in life is about trade-off. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? How many lives did football change for dudes in the hood who wouldn't have the opportunity?
That is true.
How many millionaires? How many families don't have to struggle no more? You know what I mean?
But you ain't never really thought about like that's what they want. They want y'all to think that that's the only way to get out the hood. So they put more money into the sports program instead of putting more money into the library.
Well, there's a trade-off in everything. There's a risk in everything you do. That's their decision. This whole thing about what Kaepernick said is modern day slavery. No, slavery, we didn't have a choice. You know what I mean? It's a choice.
Well, according to Kanye.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's my little 2 cents.
Yeah, we asked to go through this shit.
Right.
We asked for Will Slapper Smith to make a movie about concussions and nobody paid attention to it. And now we're at the forefront where we're seeing a young man at the brink of not only losing his football career, but possibly his life if he get hit hard enough again.
And that's not cool. You know what
that's
I'm saying?
Terrible.
And that's what I'm saying. Like they didn't really do too many advances between like when football started and when concussion came out in regards to concussions period and helmets and stuff like that. Because when you think about it, like there's nothing really protecting the brain. You know what I'm saying? There's no padding in the brain. It's the brain and it's your skull. You know what I mean? So it's like this is like you said, it's bigger than rap. Like this is a huge situation, and don't nobody really want to pay attention to it as much as they should because it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And these men, they just treat them like sheep, like gladiators. Like you're gonna make the money for me. You're gonna get out there and risk your life to make the money for me while I sit up in my skybox watching you.
That's
you know
exactly
what I'm
what it
saying?
is.
And that's not cool. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, as we all know, I don't really care for sports like that, but that's the one where I'm like, hell no. Like if I had a son, absolutely not.
And that's your choice. But that's hands down your choice. Yeah. At the same time, you have that choice. It's a woman right now. They got a son that's 12 years old. That's 257 pounds and 5'11". She about to put this nigga out there to be a beast. Because when she looks at him, she sees where he could go and how he could be in a better situation than where they're at right now. I hate to say it like that, but it is the truth.
I get that. I get that being the truth and whatnot, but there is more than one way to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to invest in him, in his academics.
And we can do this. It's plenty of regardless of what people think about the NFL, it is plenty of scholars in the NFL. You know,
but I'm just saying that's not the end all be all.
It's not. But you use the attributes that you have.
But
a lot of these kids. This is the thing. A lot of these kids built like grown men as young boys. They use the attribute of what they have, and that's a natural strength. And you know what I'm saying. And they use that to move forward in life. Some of them don't always go to the NFL. They don't always go pro. It's a gang of lawyers, doctors, but they had that opportunity because they played football.
And there's also a list of individuals that died on the field in high school, in middle school. Like,
it's true.
Come on now, like that. I just don't.
But can we look at that with everything? Every time I get on the road,
that's what I was about to say.
Every time there's a trailer, there's a risk in everything you do.
There's a risk in everything you do, yes. But then some things are just unavoidable. Like you gonna have to get in the car unless you're gonna be a hermit and stay in your house for the rest of your life. So you're gonna have to get over that.
I get that. And if you fucking 6'4" and 12, your mother is going to put you in football
or basketball.
Or basketball.
Like what's wrong with basketball?
But if you 6'4" and 265, you are a fucking right tackle, my nigga.
Or a center.
The fuck? You are not a center because you ain't moving fast enough. You are a right tackle. Like,
or maybe he could be a bodybuilder. Like,
there's a lot of single moms who kids dating around, and my mom used football to get me in control. Camaraderie, teamwork, discipline. I got in shape. You know what I mean? Like. There's nothing. There's rarely anything that's just all bad or all good. It's a trade-off from risking everything you do. Football has its good purposes, but football has its risks. Yeah. But look at the rewards. So, multimillionaire, change my whole family legacy. Never worry about money, but there's a risk of me probably getting some brain damage, right?
Probably you say that like it's so nonchalant.
No, I'm not
a risk of me getting carpal tunnel.
But
no, he ain't saying it like that. At that point, that man made that choice.
Facts.
You have to realize that man made that choice. Now, in this whole situation that we're talking about concussed protocol, and concussed protocol was not being upheld when it came to Tua. So therefore, somebody should be calling they fucking lawyers.
Yeah. But then that's the thing. We trusted into these people that are hired by these bigger people to keep these motherfuckers on the field. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really trust that. But that's what you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're there for.
So I watch a lot of NFL TV throughout the day while I work from home. I watch First Take. I watch NFL Live. I watch all this stuff. So these are players who's retired, who are analysts now, who's talking about this. Almost every last one of them say that they lie on the concussion protocol. So in the beginning of the season, when they first have a baseline concussion thing to see a baseline of their results, they purposely do bad as they can till the results are low. So then when they get concussion in real life, like in a real game, it won't be hard to beat compared to the baseline they take. They purposely lie because they don't want to lose money. They lie. They try to beat the system. So we can talk about changing the process, but don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, because there's a lot of dudes who are not school oriented, a lot of dudes who are not really people persons. All they got is football.
Okay. Well, if we don't get rid of football, then maybe there should be like a third party to come in and regulate this shit, because I don't think that hiring people and having them be employed by the owners is working. So maybe like some legislature or like some type of protocol, some government mandate or something like that, that will have a third party come in and set the tone for this, because something has got to give at the end of the day.
And that's what failed. But the doctor was
I totally agree. I was about to say the independent doctor who said, hey, he don't need to go out there. They got rid of it.
And that's the thing. Maybe there should be some third party.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Somebody should be calling a lawyer, and then the new NFL policy should be, it shouldn't be personnel that checks out the concussion protocol. It needs to be a doctor, a contracted doctor who is only looking for the well-being of the patient.
But not even contracted, because contract at the end of the day will be paid by the owners. It has to be a third party that's not affiliated with the NFL.
So
independent doctor is still gonna get paid by the NFL.
So
no, that's why I'm saying
that the independent doctor for the Miami Dolphins got fired because he was the one that failed it. That's why. So they have a team doctor and they have an independent doctor. The independent doctor is the one that's fucked up, and so he fucked up, and they fired him because after investigation, the NFLPA investigation, he missed a lot of stuff that they should have did to catch what they did.
See, I read that wrong. See, I read that he got fired because they didn't like his what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Yeah. So I'm thinking that he was saying, "Hey, don't bring this nigga out there," and they was like, "Nah, we gotta bring him out there." I didn't know it was because he was the one fucking up.
Yeah, he the one. He got fired because he didn't go through all the proper steps. So to your point, Lindsay, he was supposed to be independent, but
again, independent means he's getting paid by who?
Yeah, and so even the NFL on one of the NFL shows, the retired players was just like they don't trust that because is he really independent? So you make a good point, but I wouldn't say get rid of football. Let's just focus on the process, though. Not get rid of football.
Okay, and that's the reason why I'm like, okay, fine. Don't get rid of football. I know I'm gonna lose that argument.
Kansas City, man.
But maybe we should have a third party, have some type of legislature, have it ran by somebody else that's not affiliated with the NFL, that's not being paid by the NFL. But NFL cannot operate on this American soil if this don't occur. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have something has to give. Something has to give because this is not cool at all. Period. You know what I'm saying? Glenn says he's saying higher the reward, the risk is higher as well.
Yeah, I get that, Glenn, but dude, again, you gotta realize, I'm gonna just say the stats. Just say a dude, a kid, 6'2", 245, 13. He been playing football all this time. Like he started then, and now he's in college. He's doing everything. He done been injured. He done did everything. But they say, hey, if you get drafted between round 1 and round 3, you're guaranteed $1 million. What the fuck you think that kid gonna do? Like, let's keep it real. It ain't the dude. I ain't talking about the one who was like, football is kind of past tense, but I want to learn literature and all that because there's plenty of those niggas out here. I'm talking about the dude who ain't got nothing else to, know what I'm saying, to live for. The oldest of 5. That nigga's gonna go get that $1 million for his family. So he's gonna take that risk.
I get that, but then that goes into a bigger argument that a 17-year-old shouldn't have that type of stress on him.
He shouldn't. But sometimes, I was about to say sometimes it ain't even his because you get drafted around 21, 22. So you have all the decisions to make right there. If you still choose to take care of your family, that's a grown man choice.
And even now in college, what's it called? The NIL, name, image, likeness. They getting paid now.
Yeah. But they just started.
Yeah, they just started. But even if I'm going to the NFL and I want to get paid while I'm in college, it's a reward to me.
You got to take the good with the bad. That's you know what I'm saying.
If I could do those, if I was gifted shit.
And my mother wouldn't sign the waiver for me to play football in high school. Like she let me play football when I was younger. She didn't let me play football in high school. She was so afraid that I was gonna get hurt. But I can't get mad at her. I think I was like 5'3" and $135 in high school. Like I didn't get the frame that I got now until I was like maybe 19. Like I was a late bloomer. I didn't grow hair under my arms until I was like 17. I was a late bloomer for real.
So how many people did you tell that you had hair up under your arms once you finally got it?
I didn't tell anybody.
You did?
No, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not, because I grew up. Shout out to my dude Wally. My dude Wally is half Indian, and he didn't have hair under his arms either. So I felt like I was, you know what I'm saying? Like if they don't talk about Wally, they ain't gonna talk about me. You know what I'm saying? So nah, I was fine with it. Everybody thought I was like half Indian because Wally ain't got hair under his shit either.
Okay.
So I was fine.
One of those kids that was like, guess what? I got hair.
Nah.
So what?
And so we still got the one viewer. Hey guys, we are back. We are had a little technical difficulties, but we are back in business. Let me make sure we're still rolling. Yeah, we still here. We ain't go outside.
Do we know we back up? Was he here when we got back up?
Yeah.
Let me let him know.
Yeah.
We'll back up.
Yep, you deserve a badge. Appreciate you, Glenn.
Oh no, I had to do that. Oh. We back?
We back.
We back, y'all. Had to go get my DoorDash since we was down.
Yeah. Oh, they came right on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do apologize for that. We was having technical difficulties, but we
Yeah.
are right back at it, baby.
That's why practice. We're talking about practice.
Practice. This is practice. Enjoy this, y'all.
Yeah.
Enjoy this. Grow with us.
Yeah.
We want y'all to be here because when we get like 2 million subscribers, y'all gonna be the ones we shout out to.
Absolutely.
On God.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's get back to the topics.
Yeah. So we was where we left off at was talking about concussions in the NFL with what's the guy's name? Tua. How you say his last name?
I'm not gonna even try to even pronounce his last name.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say, listen, don't try to do it. I've seen white people on national TV make themselves look dyslexic saying this man's name. We are not gonna try it.
Glenn says, I thought the NFL and the what is that? ILLCT cut y'all cable. No, it wasn't. It wasn't the NFL. So, but maybe we should stop talking about this because it may be them next time, and I ain't got time.
Because that concussion movie was a good movie, but they made it flop.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
I mean, even though he had a shitty ass accent,
he still could have got the Academy.
Yeah, he could have got that.
Yeah. But no, that was the NFL that was like, don't get that nigga shit.
Fuck with you.
Right.
That was his downfall right there, man. Fuck the Fresh Prince after that.
Right. All right. So next up is the BET Hip Hop Awards. All right. So the BET Hip Hop Awards was this past week, and there were a lot of
sorry, y'all. I'm just ripping through my phone right now.
Yeah. There was a bit of controversy in regards to what was talked about, or what was the awards. Well, who won and who didn't win. There was a lot of there you go. I thought I sent y'all the link. Didn't I send y'all the link?
Mm-mm.
Oh, here you go. No. I
you
sent y'all the full list. Here you go, right here. The full list.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through because there was a bit of controversy on who won and who didn't win. So let's go through the nominees and winners. Okay, so Hip Hop Artist of the Year. The nominees were Cardi B, Doja Cat, Drake, Future, Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, and Megan Thee Stallion. The winner was Kendrick Lamar. Anybody disagree?
No.
All right. Hip Hop Album of the Year. Lotto, 777, Drake, Certified Lover Boy, Kanye West, Donda, Future, I Never Liked You, Pusha T, It's Almost Dry, Nas, King's Disease 2, Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and The Big Steppers. The winner was Kendrick Lamar. Anybody disagree? Okay.
No, we already knew.
Yeah, he was going to be the big winner.
We knew that.
All right, Song of the Year. Lotto, Big Energy, Hit Kid and Gorilla, FNF, Jack Harlow, First Class, Cardi B, Kanye West, and Lil Durk, Hot Shit, Kodak Black, Super Gremlin, Future featuring Drake and Tim's Wait For You, Drake featuring Future and Young Thug, Way Too Sexy. The winner was Lotto, Big Energy. This is where some of the controversy comes in.
And it should.
Kodak Black spoke out about it. He called her a few names, which were pretty funny. But he said, for real, if y'all was gonna do the whole women empowerment thing, it should have been Glorilla. And honestly, I can agree with that.
You can agree with
that. But then I also agree with the other part when he said that he should have won over Lotto.
Super Gremlin 2 was way better.
Yeah, Super Gremlin, because he was really saying some shit, some real shit, some shit that we all can relate to. You know, you switch like a pussy little bitch. Man. You know, but there were other songs on this list, period, that were huge. Like, let's not front. Jack Harlow's First Class was huge.
I was huge.
Future with Drake and Tim's, that was internet huge. But nowadays, internet huge is huge nonetheless.
It is.
And it was mainly huge because of Tim's. But I have never heard Cardi B, Kanye West, and Lil Durk's hot shit all the way through yet. So that's like
you haven't?
Not all the way through.
Wow.
Drake featuring Future and Young Thug, Way Too Sexy. I mean, if I can't get to the skip button fast enough, I'll let it play. But if I can, I'm gonna skip it. That ain't one of the best songs on that album.
No.
But yeah, I mean, outside of the Cardi B song, the rest of them were bigger than Big Energy. But I think what they did was because apparently Lotto broke a record with the Big Energy song. Because it's on the charts. It's been on the charts a really long time. But what helped her was that remix because she got the assist from Mariah Carey with that remix.
Exactly.
So, but who do you think should have won?
Out of the lineup that you just gave me, for real, I'm with Kodak. But it's a toss up to me. It's between Super Gremlin 2 and I Will Wait for You.
So you wouldn't have gave it to Fuck Nigga Free?
I wouldn't have gave it to Fuck Nigga Free. But if you were going to do the women empower movement, yeah, you give it to Fuck Nigga Free.
I would say, I would have had to have said First Class. No. Even though me personally, if it was up to me, I would have done Super Gremlin. But if we're just looking at like the impact, everybody was singing First Class. But in the same breath, I probably would have done a tie between First Class and Fuck Nigga Free. Just on the strength, if you watch her performance at the BET Hip Hop Awards, literally men, women, and child that was in the audience sang that whole song with her.
They did. That shit was horrible too.
I liked her performance.
What's the criteria? Anyone know the criteria?
I'm sure it's a criteria. I don't know what the criteria is, but I'm assuming what the criteria is their chart performance. Because if it's the chart performance, then Big Energy, from what I understand, just broke a record. So if that's the case, then it would make sense. It didn't make sense to me until I found out she broke a record.
But that's my thing. Why are we putting the remix to the song?
The remix was initially created to prolong your time on the charts. It was like a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? So we have to, if we're going off of the original point of a remix, yeah, we have to do that.
I mean, you can do that, but I remember when niggas used to make remixes and it sounded nothing like the original.
Exactly, but
so
if you're calling it a remix, it's a remix.
And so I don't understand why we pushing the numbers together. But you know, that's just me. I'm being biased. I'm being like Kodak because I'm pretty sure if Kodak would have got the world's most famous wax figure to do Super Gremlin 2, he would have pushed a lot of units too.
But is it a 2 or a remix?
I thought it was a remix. Yeah, she even say the shit. Even got Mariah Carey.
No. I'm not talking about Big Energy. You said Super Gremlin 2.
Yeah, I'm saying if you would have got the world's most greatest wax figure and did like a remix to Super Gremlin 2.
No, the song is Super Gremlin. That's why you keep saying Super Gremlin 2. Super Gremlin 2 will be a separate song.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying that. But
That's why I was like, is it a remix or two?
No, it's yeah. Well, only reason why I say Super Gremlin 2 because I remember. I can't say I remember, but I think he came out with a Super Gremlin on a mixtape.
Okay.
And then this is, you know what I'm saying? This is Super Gremlin. So I'm like, so I keep saying Super Gremlin 2. I don't know. I'm not saying that that's the name of the bitch.
Okay.
But anyway, like I said, if he would have did a remix to that with the stiffest player in the game,
Miss Mariah
if he did that with the female version of Tim Duncan last season with no knees, he would have skyrocketed. I'm saying we could,
but in the same breath.
So we can't hold her accountable because she used an assist, like you said, it was a cheat code, but it was also an assist from Mariah Carey.
Yeah, it was definitely an assist, but in the same breath, like we got to look at it from this angle as well. Kodak Black, even though we love Kodak Black, he's a controversial artist.
That shouldn't stop you from getting a Grammy. Fuck that.
This ain't a Grammy. This is a BET.
BET award. Listen, y'all.
It's not even the BET award. It's the BET Hip Hop Award. You know what I'm saying? So
either way it go, what I'm saying is, he should have been recognized for having a better song. If we're gonna do the song that was better, how did it rank? Like that's what I want to know. Like how did it
on
rank?
The chart?
Like, yeah. No, not on the charts. On the BET Awards. Like it was like Lotto was one. Who was?
They don't do rankings. They just have the nominations and then they have the winner. So
well, they have to do. They need to put that out there too.
I think whatever. I think they vote on the nominations. I think that's how it goes. You vote on the nominations and then you vote on the winner. And I mean, he was nominated, so you know. But yeah, you know, out of all the songs, the one I played was Super Gremlin. But I'm just looking at like the impact of Fuck Nigga Free. When she sung that mug and the whole audience was singing with her.
It was. Was those dancers out there
that was coming down the aisle with her?
Yeah, So all the little bitches in the audience that was popping pussy, that was like her dancers. Well, all the ladies that were out there popping vagina. You know,
the ones that were dressed in the sparkly shorts.
Those were her dancers.
Those were her dancers because she had quite a few, but they were coming down the aisle with her.
Yeah,
you know, but literally the whole amphitheater or whatever, or theater, wherever they was, the whole venue was singing "Fuck Nigga Free."
It was, which was weird because I'm a heterosexual male.
You was like, "Let's go."
And I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm a heterosexual male. I ain't never engaged in any activities of that nature. But I will say, when I seen that, and I seen that everybody was going with it, yeah, I hit that FREE, fuck nigga free. I said that shit too.
Yeah,
I was with it. It took the crowd over.
Yeah, that was dope.
It did. It took the crowd over.
Yeah. So the fact that like the whole crowd was singing it, I'm like, that's what should have won.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see. I was just more or less going like, if we're gonna compare Kodak to Big Dick Energy, I'm definitely gonna be like Super Gremlin.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Right.
Don't switch like a pussy, little bitch.
Right. I mean, I just said out of all the songs, that's the one I played. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. So next up is Best Hip Hop Video. ASAP Rocky, DMB, which that's my bitch. Baby King and Kendrick Lamar, Family Ties. That's his cousin.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. City Girls featuring Usher, Good Love. Cardi B, Kanye West, Lil Durk, Hot Shit. Bia and J. Cole, London. Future featuring Drake and Sims, Wait For You. Drake featuring Young Thug, Way Too Sexy. I've I haven't seen the Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar Family Ties video, but I've never even heard the London song. And I just said I haven't listened to Hot Shit all the way through.
You did say that.
Have not. I guess the only thing I have seen is That's My Bitch and Good Love. And I really like That's My Bitch. I really like that video.
I really think video of the year should have went to Too Sexy.
Should have went to who?
Too Sexy.
Too Sexy. I seen clips of that video.
Yeah, I think Way Too Sexy was a great video. As far as theatrical,
Yeah,
that was a great video.
what the City Girls with Usher, Good Love. Now it was cute. They brought the skating in it, but that's all it was cute.
That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, I know for me to be a film major and I actually wanted to do music videos, I don't really watch videos that much no more.
Videos even have a story anymore. Back in our day, shit was a movie.
Right, exactly. Exactly. That's My Bitch had a story. He kept going to jail and his bitch kept getting him out.
And that's the thing. We come from that era where, motherfuckers would not only make a song, they would make a video that totally had nothing to do with the fucking song, but be a fucking movie in it. Like it was a movie. Like a nigga could talk about a down ass bitch and do a whole bank robbery, the whole fucking video.
Yeah. Right.
Or a motherfucker can make a concept for a video, and then a nigga will totally throw out the original song and just make a song for the video.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a remix. The only way you're hearing this version is if you watch the fucking video.
Right. The concept would be that dope that they would have to be like, I gotta do it,
man. We was spoiled when it came to that.
Or shout out to the rappers who all back then, they made two versions of the song. They didn't just X out the cuss words. They made a Walmart version and a Target version.
You know what?
I literally was just listening earlier today.
You the guy for that, because that's the truth.
I was just listening to Bone Thugs Look Into My Eyes, and Crazy got a whole different verse. Because that was on Batman and Robin soundtrack. And he got a whole different verse for the video in Batman and Robin, which will be edited, as opposed to what was on The Art of War.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny because I know, because I watched it so much. I know both of them.
With another word, a clean word.
Right.
The reason why I know some of these artists, because my mom was heavy in church. I was like, man, was it the Walmart version was a clean version, right?
Yeah.
Please be this Walmart.
Right.
You better than me. I was risking getting my ass whooped every time my joke with his mama because I was going to 7 heaven for my shit.
Hey.
Glenn says our generation was more creative. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Put these new rappers on Rap City in the booth and see how good they do.
That's a fact. And no downplay with to the young out there, but that's the truth. We took the art of sampling to a whole nother level where we just started saying fuck sampling it. We just want to hear the undertone of it and then change the whole format. Like nowadays, you niggas went back to when Dre was in the full body fucking silver costume. Y'all just sampling music and not even doing it to the best of y'all ability. And I hate to say it like that, but I'm only keeping it real. Y'all got way more talent than we ever had. So start using it.
Yeah. And way more technology.
Yeah.
And access to it.
Y'all doing the cheap way. Y'all doing it the way it took Dre thousands of dollars to do. Y'all just taking a whole sample, don't even chop it up, and then y'all try to change it to a drill song. And that's cool, but that ain't gonna sell records, my nigga. Know what I'm saying? It's gonna push your little buzz, but that ain't gonna get you international. You gotta learn how to make a beat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to really take that sample to the best of its ability, or take the, you know what I'm saying, the fundamentals of that sample and turn it to a whole nother song. That's what makes niggas great.
Yeah, I can agree.
That's me taking a left, but that's just me keeping it totally 100 with y'all.
Do I got time to ask one question? I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do bars still matter today? Do bars still matter?
Fuck yeah, they do.
They still matter?
Yeah, they do. We're saturated with streaming, which is it's just a watered down way of saying radio. We're so saturated with streaming that motherfuckers don't really understand that the motherfuckers that's really out here touring and making money is going bar for bar with niggas. Why do you think it's a nigga who remixed the Dora the Explorer song streaming like he streams? Because this nigga's really giving you bars.
Yeah.
And he don't need a record label to do that. He's getting paid from that. Because he's going everywhere. He's going to London, Germany, everywhere. Backpack. You know what the fuck it is, backpack. Like get the real shit. But those are bars for bars.
But does it matter in mainstream the way it used to?
It don't matter in mainstream no more, but it never mattered in mainstream.
Facts.
Only thing they did is no, they just bammed it in your head until it became catchy. You know when bars became mainstream in the industry? Well, for me, radio, I'm gonna keep it real. In my generation, Jay and DMX.
I was thinking Jay.
Other than that, they were just beating songs into our head until we liked them.
And this is the thing, because Jay was making music that was catchy.
Yeah.
And that's what caught mainstream.
Because a lot of Midwest niggas wouldn't listen. I know we all wouldn't listen to. I wasn't an East Coast nigga until I got older.
It was a lot of
it was
Midwest
about the bounce and it was about how it made you feel. You know, so that's a good point. That's a good point.
Right. There's so many people that said they didn't fuck with Biggie that I know from being in Kansas City that they did not fuck with Biggie till Notorious Thugs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
So
I'm gonna keep the because I was a Wu-Tang fan. Because I love bars for bars when I was young.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not the radio.
Yeah.
The radio would just saturate you with music where you had to do nothing but make it catchy. Come on, man. When I was a kid, not only was I listening to Cuban Links, I was listening to Hey Lil Mama, Why You Dress So Funky? Because they beat it into you until you like it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So if bars has always been relevant to real hip hop.
To real hip hop. To the
it's never been relevant to radio because radio just want a hit. If they even go way back then, think about Rapper's Delight. Rapper's Delight was actually stolen bars and then a bunch of niggas they threw together and bammed it into your head to make it a hit.
Yep.
Grandmaster Cash still ain't got paid a dime off of that. And he the one that originated that shit. But they took it from the underground. They had a nick, you know what I'm saying? The nigga that gave it to him, they had him rap it. And then they got, two other niggas to jump on that shit? And then they beat it in your head until it was a hit. Now, everybody think Rapper's Delight is an intro to America and hip-hop.
Yeah. Damn. Good point, man.
So, bars ain't never meant shit to them. They just want to make they just want to make money.
Right.
It just seems like it's worse now. It's the same. It just seems even more, but
Well, the thing is with the music now is that they're looking for that next hit on TikTok or any social media or something like that, something that you can make a dance to. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't really tripping about what the fuck they saying.
Yeah.
They got a song trending now by R. Kelly after the convictions because they shaking their legs. They don't care about who's saying. Right.
I said, nigga, what the fuck is going
why
on?
Are we doing
the same
this?
white people that was on his head is doing the fucking
because one of the trending dances right now is you shaking your hip and your leg, which I cannot do for the life of me. I can only do it if I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. I can do it, but if I'm like, okay, I'm about to do it, I can't do it for shit. But anyway,
so you subconsciously got rhythm.
I subconsciously got that dance move. I got rhythm. But because that dance is trending, now they got this leg shaking song. It was on his Black Panties album featuring Ludacris. Like, and the song is dope. The song starts the album, you know.
Well,
but it's like, what are we? Right. But what are we doing here?
Yeah,
why is this song even being played on TikTok, let alone is a trend? And everybody know what the fuck is up. This ain't 01.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it was up in the air on if this was him in the video or if we gonna cancel him or we cancel him for a little bit. No, this motherfucker is convicted twice at this point. And we got his song trending on TikTok. Ain't that some shit?
And you know, niggas in jail got iPads and shit. They in that motherfucker like, hey, nigga, look at this shit.
Right. They probably doing them dances in the motherfucking jail. They're popular doing dances in jail. So I'm sure they did the leg shake dance in jail.
If a nigga doing the leg shake dance in jail, that nigga is shaking legs. Like, let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it 100. If that nigga is doing the leg shake challenge in the feds, that nigga is jacking dicks off. Like, there's no question. And all right. Shout out to my guys that's locked up, man. I love y'all, but I'm saying I don't know not one of y'all to be like, yeah, turn the camera on. I got this. Like, fuck no.
I've seen it. They got their own Instagram and TikToks. They be in that motherfucker doing them dances, dog.
Them niggas
want to cry.
Them young niggas is weird, man.
I mean, shit. What else they gonna do but be in there learning TikTok?
Man, them young niggas is weird, man. I you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all.
Only so many games of dominoes I can play, bruh. Like, golly. So Glenn says, dude was so cold that he spelled Grandmaster Cat's name, knowing damn well his name ain't Casanova.
He so fucking did. That's what I'm saying. The industry never gave a fuck about bars, man.
Yeah.
If they gave a fuck about bars, they would have never took that fat piece of man and took Grandmaster shit like that. They done went and found Grandmaster Cash.
That's cold.
To your point, Eminem wasn't introduced to us because of bars. He was a comedian. I thought he was a comedic rapper when he first came out.
Yeah.
You remember that? Like when he first came out?
Too.
And then you listen to his album, you like, oh shit. Like, you know.
I'm going to interject on both of those because I'm going to tell you, I got introduced to Eminem when he was underground.
Oh, well, yeah, you heard him.
Yeah.
Was it pre-Aftermath?
No, it was post-Aftermath. No, it was pre-Aftermath. Okay. It was Magnificent. Mm-hmm. And it was a song called Magnificent.
Okay.
And that was the first song I ever heard. And I was like, that's a white boy? And not only was it a white boy, the nigga that gave it to me said, yeah, he from St. Joe. And he says it in a bar, representing for the Mo. Like, it was Magnificent. I swear you can Google this. Because that's one of his underground songs that like took him off. Yeah. That's it. That's a fucking dope ass song.
From there?
I had no idea.
Yeah, he still got family.
Damn. With Ludacris. I found about Ludacris from Madden. He did the Madden intro before I ever heard a Ludacris song. Before I heard lick, 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 lick. I heard the Madden intro.
So you heard Chris Lover.
Back then, Madden introduced a lot of niggas on people who didn't blow up yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Was he doing the MC thing or was he rapping?
He was rapping at this time.
Oh, okay, so he was Ludacris.
He was rapping, but this was right before Lick, 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 Lick came out.
Yeah, I think I've said this on the podcast before about him because
underrated rapper, by the way. Underrated.
Oh yeah, completely. But I found out about Ludacris because of Timberland and Magoo.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fat Rabbit.
Yeah, because like their album, the very last track was Fat Rabbit. You know, that's produced by.
I be that nigga named Luda. L-O-V. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, that's how I found out.
That's how you know I know. I know my niggas, man.
What you want to say one time? Southside let it ride. Yeah. So.
I feel like he don't get his flowers like he should. But he got bars.
Yeah, facts. But he was not nominated at the BET Hip Hop Awards. Yeah. So
bring us back.
All right. So yeah, so that was best hip hop video. Which he does have one of the best videos.
Stand up.
Well, not just one, but several of the
I'm
best videos. Yeah. So best collaboration. Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar, Family Ties. City Girls featuring Usher, Good Love. Cardi B, Kanye, Lil Durk, Hot Shit. Drake featuring 21 Savage, Jimmy Cooks. Benny the Butcher and J. Cole. Johnny P's Caddy. Future, Drake and Tim's Wait For You. Drake featuring Young Thug, Way Too Sexy. The winner was Future, Drake and Tim's Wait For You. Yeah, I agree.
I was about to say I just have to give it to him because
That-
even though I don't like the bars on that song,
Yeah.
that chorus is amazing. And the only reason why I don't like the bars on this song, don't get me twisted, America. Because these bars are probably amazing to y'all, but I get so engulfed in the chorus of it that I don't really listen to the bars like I should.
I agree. The beat and the bar and the chorus, which is the sample, it's not her actually singing,
Right.
It's her sample. They go so well together. It's like I like the beat for the Future song and her verse or her chorus better than the original song's beat. You know, so it just goes so freaking well together that I don't pay attention to Future or Drake on their song. Yeah.
I don't.
Glenn says, Lily, what's that Luda song again?
Man, you are a sick motherfucker, man. You know the name of that goddamn song. It's Fat Rabbit, nigga. Yeah, I know you gonna mention something about hairy pussy, my nigga. That shit is still not a go. Well, rabbits got hair. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck, bro. You don't do that. Just stop. Stop, man. Stop. I know where you're going, my nigga. I love you, but stop.
All right. So, best duo or group, 42 Doug and East G, Big Sean and Hit Boy, Birdman and what is it? Young Boy
never broke again, man. Come on, man. Like, don't act like it.
No,
Why you acting?
Because I thought you say NBA Young Boy. I thought that's how it go. Thought they say it that way? NBA Young Boy?
Mm-hmm. But it's
But when you say it out,
it's Young Boy.
You say it
Never Broke
backwards.
Again,
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was confused. I'm like, no, that's NBA Young Boy. All right, whatever. Blast and Bino Redowell, The Baby and Young Boy Never Broke Again, Earth Gang, Styles P and Havoc. Earth Gang won. Okay, I don't have a dog in this race.
You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I've heard 2 of these songs, and the 2 that I heard, I would go Earth Gang too.
Okay.
Because I heard The Baby and NBA Youngboy, and I've heard the Earth Gang track. I haven't heard anything else, so I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I'll go Earth Gang.
I've heard Blast and Bino Redowell, but
I've never. I'm like Redowell. Like, who the fuck?
He actually did a collab album with Nipsey a few years ago, and I still play that to this day. So, Glenn says, no, not that one. The first one, Lick.
Oh, because I'm gonna keep saying it. Like it's lick, 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 lick. You know. And you know what I'm saying? That's just what I remember from it.
It's called What's Your Fantasy?
And what's your fantasies? All I remember is lick, 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 lick. You from your head to your toes. Sorry, America, that I fucked the name of the song up, but y'all knew what the fuck I was talking about.
Yeah, that's pretty much probably what everybody called it. Let's see.
You say I want to do you in a Georgia Dome on a 30-yard line.
What
where the Dirty Birds kick for 3. This nigga right here.
That's how he starts.
When you start this song like this, you know this is about to be some bullshit.
Right. All right. So, best breakthrough hip hop artist: Baby Keem, Blast, Doechii, Fabio Foreign, Glorilla, Nardo Wick, and Saucy Santana. Glorilla won.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have gave it to her or Saucy Santana.
I would have gave it to her. I heard they didn't even let Saucy Santana in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you definitely wouldn't win it.
Yeah. That's fucked up. All right. Best live performer: Cardi B, Doja Cat, Drake, J. Cole, Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, and Tyler the Creator. Kendrick Lamar won.
I would have gave it to Tyler the Creator because Tyler the Creator has had more live shows than Kendrick.
I've seen his live show on like the internet on social media, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I would have gave it to Tyler. Other than that, Kendrick Lamar does an amazing live show.
So does Kanye.
Kanye too, but then Kanye do weird shit. We still dwelling off the time that Kanye just got out there and just talked for 45 minutes and then left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kanye.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna move on from there. Lyricists of the year: Baby King, Benny Butcher, Drake, J. Cole, Jack Harlow, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar won.
That's a hard fucking setup.
J. Cole.
Why was Jay-Z? I mean, what did he put out this past year?
At the last minute, he had that entry with DJ Khaled. That 4-minute rant.
All right.
Which was actually fucking amazing.
That's all I heard about from that album. I think we're kind of over DJ Khaled.
I ain't gonna lie, it's a couple of good tracks on there because I just was listening to it. It's a couple of good tracks. It's not God did it's just really amazing because you have the Rick Ross that start off, so he can always be that front runner, that that the nigga that die first, top, so he'd be the first in the line. Like he can always be that guy. But what Wayne put together is so good in the small amount of time, and then to have Jay-Z, the fucking all father of rap right now, and do a 4-minute verse, God is gonna top anything on that album.
Okay. I get you that. Yeah. I ain't even download that much. Like, I've been kind of over DJ Khaled. Yeah.
Why are you over DJ Khaled?
I mean, because I know what we're gonna get. We're gonna get a collab.
Yeah, you looking forward to it. You like what?
But it's not like people are like outside of exceptions. But it's not like people are putting their best foot forward on those songs. He's not breaking new artists or anything like that. He's getting like whoever he is the hip hop version of Now That's What I Call Music.
Yo,
oh my God.
Yo,
nigga.
Yo,
listen.
That's what he is at this point. Come on now. Come on now,
man, dude.
But he do what DJs do when they come over the album.
Yeah,
that's what DJ Clue did. But
they don't oversaturate. How many albums did Clue put out? You know what I'm saying? How many albums did DJ Drama put out?
Hey man,
they don't oversaturate, and they take their time and they put it together, and their hands are in on everything. Not saying that DJ Khaled doesn't have his hand on everything, but I just don't think he sits down and curates like he should.
He's a Tyler Perry of
yes,
just push shit out without.
He just puts the shit out, like. Oh, okay, I get it. Like, and then he said that his formula is that he wants every song to be a hit, like, or not necessarily like a hit. We all want our songs to be hits, but like to be an actual single. That's what he said. He wants every song to be a single.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because you do have filler songs,
right? Or you have B-sides that are amazing that sometimes be better than the singles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But no, he wants his albums to be constructed for every song to be a standalone single.
Tired of
I'm kind of over it.
Lily,
listen, I'm gonna just say one thing. Nobody wanted DJ Khaled to make another album. God did.
I know that that was coming. All right. So, video director of the year: Benny Boom, Burner Boy, Cole Bennett, Colin Tilley, Director X, Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free, and Tiana Taylor. Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free won.
I guess. I mean,
Colin Tilley, is that the one that does the Migos videos, or is he the one that does the Baby's videos? Because for me personally, whoever does the Baby videos or whoever does that Drake video should get it. But I don't know.
And what is it? Director X?
Yeah, Director X.
Yeah.
I think Director X did the Drake Way Too Sexy video.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think he the one that did that. I think,
Yeah.
like, I think whenever Kendrick drops anything that he does, as far as videos or just
Yeah, they're gonna give it to him.
they're just giving it to him because he wanted to pull a surprise. Like, not that they're gonna analyze it. They're just gonna be like, boom, give it to Kendrick because he's an artist.
Right. All right, producer of the year: ATL, Jacob, Baby King, Hit Boy, Hitmaker, Kanye West, Metro Boomin, Pharrell Williams. Hitmaker won. I can't be mad at that.
Hitmaker, like, that's all you heard.
Yeah. DJ of the year: D Nice, DJ Cassidy, DJ Drama, DJ K Slay, DJ Premier, K Trinata, Mustard, Nyla Simone, LA Leakers, DJ Sour Milk, and Justin Credible. DJ Drama won. That's to be expected.
I would have gave it to K Slay because he passed. I would have paid homage to his family that way.
He probably got nominated because he passed.
I mean, you just got to give it to him if this is the hip hop awards,
right?
Because
he's been in the game.
He's been in a game for a long time, and we have to understand that he broke a lot of people that we call goats now.
Yeah. Best hip hop platform, and this is another controversial category. Best hip hop platform: Big Boy's Neighborhood, The Breakfast Club, Carisha Please, Complex, Drink Champs, Hip Hop DX, $1 Million Worth of Games, NPR, Tiny Desk, and Versus. It was a tie between Carisha Please and Drink Champs. Carisha Please has at this point only had 5 episodes.
Exactly.
And Drink Champs has broken so many viral interviews, so many legendary interviews. You know what I'm saying? They're both Revolt, even though Drink Champs was established prior to their Revolt deal, but they are both Revolt nonetheless. So a lot of people are saying that Diddy paid for this one. But I can't sit through an episode of Carisha Please because I cannot stand Young Miami's voice. And the shit that comes out of her mouth sometimes, it's like, did you even get your 8th grade certificate, or like, did you? What are we doing? Like, I don't even want to know.
Like me, who don't know, never watched it. What's the format like on that?
It's like a one-on-one talk show. Like, she asks questions. It's like she's interviewing you.
Okay. It's like Larry King for TV, but
ratchet as fuck.
It's like Larry King on Independence Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, like
got you.
It's trash. Like, I wouldn't even say it's trash because I mean, it's not trash, but yeah,
they tied with Drink Champs.
They tied winning with Drink Champs, but what they are up against.
Let's watch Drink Champs. Drink Champs
exactly. Yeah. But what they went up against was a legendary Big Boy's Neighborhood. If anybody that knows anything about Big Boy, he is one of the GOATs in the radio game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Breakfast Club, Complex, Hip Hop DX, $1 Million Worth of Game, NPR, Tiny Desk, and Versus.
All
well established.
Well established.
Yeah.
So
Tiny Desk, like NPR Tiny Desk, that's when we got that epic video that 30-minute video from Usher.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was that
During
platform.
the pandemic, that Tony Desk concerts did me good.
Yeah.
During the
But
pandemic.
if you even look at like the Tiny Desk videos, they are in the millions almost every time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like Versus changed the game for a lot of shit.
It did.
You know what I'm saying? Now this past year wasn't as great as initially and whatnot, but still nonetheless, I don't even know if they've ever won this category, but they should win it.
Do you know the criteria for that? Is that published the criteria for that award?
I don't know the criteria.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But $1 million.
I know the
worth
criteria
of
of winning is you got to be fucking Diddy.
or on Revolt because Drink Champs
No,
won as well, and they're on Revolt.
They ain't fucking Diddy.
But they're on
Diddy
Revolt.
knew he had to make it a tie because he can't just totally like say because she make me come in 2 minutes. I'm gonna let her win. So no, it's a tie between Drink Champs and Carisha.
Right.
Because
I mean, it was
Just
disrespectful. It was
this is
disrespectful.
the Hip Hop Awards. Carisha had 5 episodes.
Mm-hmm. At the time of this airing, yeah.
At the time of that airing, 5 episodes. Drink Champs has had how many?
Hundreds.
Exactly. And they had everybody from old school hip hop to legends to ghosts to actors and actresses and then they got into comedians.
Everybody's been on
Dave Chappelle.
I was about to say Dave Chappelle. Fucking Tiffany. I'm gonna take your kid to a rapist Haddish. Shit. Shout out to Tiffany.
No, fuck Tiffany. It's still fuck Tiffany.
I'm just, shout out to Tiffany.
Alicia Keys was on there.
Alicia Keys had a great interview.
Okay, so Crazy Bone had an amazing interview.
He did have an amazing interview.
The game should have me cracking up. The game, that interview.
Little Mo had a dope ass interview.
Yo, the 3 members of B2K had a great interview.
A
highly anticipated
They did.
interview.
They
it
did.
was very good. It was very
But
good.
I do. The thing that I don't like about that interview is because I know Noriega. I wanted Noriega to get sauced up enough to be like, hey, just keeping it 100. Hey, I know you have lived your life. You have moved on. Everybody's getting money, y'all. But how can I say this? I want you to take a shot. Did the Yalla really play with your booty hole, Yalla? Like he should have asked that question.
I know he wanted to. But he didn't want to be disrespectful.
I wouldn't have been. I would have just been that kind. Because even
ain't
with
no
Turk,
matter.
he brought that shit up with Turk. Like, hey, when motherfuckers be saying, you cheated on your wife when
But
you was in prison.
different.
Like, what?
No, that's different. I'm gonna tell you how. Because with the B2K situation, that's a situation of being violated. The Turk situation sounds like it was consensual. It don't sound like he was violated.
Okay, I'll give you that.
So yeah, man, Chris Stokes.
Chris.
And you know what? He was not nominated for Best Hip Hop Platform. So we're gonna move on.
We're gonna move on.
So Hustler of the Year: 50 Cent, Cardi B, DJ Khaled, Drake, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Megan Thee Stallion. They gave it to 50 Cent.
I mean, you got to make it to 50 Cent.
Yeah. Beating everybody, he hustling his ass off.
Man, this nigga has never stopped.
Yeah.
Right. Sweet 16, Best Featured Verse. All right. Drake, Churchill Downs. That's Jack Harlow. And featuring Drake. J. Cole, Poke It Out, Wale, featuring J. Cole. J. Cole London. That's B and J. Cole. Little Baby, Girls Want Girls. That's Drake featuring Little Baby. Kanye West, City of Gods. That's Fabio Foreign, Kanye West, and Alicia Keys. Drake, Wait For You. That's Future featuring Drake and Tim's. Jadakiss, Black Illuminati. That's Freddie Gibbs featuring Jadakiss. It was co-winners, Drake and Drake. Yeah. Drake and Drake. I don't know any of these, so sure. Except for Wait For You.
We're gonna go best 16.
Yep, that's
And
the
we're
best
gonna go
one.
Drake for okay. All right.
Co-winner, Drake and Drake.
And my Wayne voice, shout out to Drizzy.
Right. Impact track. When Lizzo, About Damn Time, Fabio Foreign, Kanye West, Alicia Keys, City of Gods, Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar, Family Ties, Nas featuring Lauryn Hill, Nobody, Lotto, Pussy, Kendrick Lamar, The Heart Part 5, Doja Cat, Woman, and it was Lizzo, About Damn Time. I would have given it to Kendrick. Excuse me. But I understand Lizzo winning because About Damn Time was everywhere. So, yeah. So an impact track, that makes sense. Yeah, you can't be mad at that, but I would have gave it to Kendrick. Mainly because of the video for The Heart Part 5. You know. But anyway, best international flow, Benjamin Epps, France, Black Sharif, Ghana, Black Sea, South Africa, Central C, UK, Havia, Mighty, Canada, Nux, UK, LeJuice, France, Nadia Nakia, Zimbabwe, and Tasha and Tracy, Brazil. And the winner was Benjamin Epps. Shout out to Benjamin Epps, because I don't know none
I'm
of
about to
them.
say, you don't need him. I know you're a hip hop head. You don't need him.
Nah, I don't know any of those guys. Sorry that I don't.
Yeah.
But it's the Hip Hop Awards, Viacom BET. We probably shouldn't even know about these guys. Because I remember when I used to like SKS, that was a London drill group that was signed by the Diplomats. Niggas thought I was crazy. But these niggas used to say shit like, I bring the news to your door like the Sunday paper. But I digress.
Bars. All right, so yeah, that's the BET Hip Hop Awards. Did anybody watch?
I watched a little bit of it, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I know about all the ladies out there twerking. I was like, damn, is them the bitches in the audience?
I didn't watch.
Okay, yeah.
If Toby McGuigui or something would have been, if I said his name right, if I did, I would have watched. That's one of my favorite dudes out right now. I was waiting for his name to pop up at all somewhere, but never mind.
You know, I looked at him the other day and I was like, we really need to have a conversation about him.
I think he's dope as shit.
Good or bad?
Not going to talk about it.
I was about to say
Another episode.
Yeah, that's another
That dude
episode.
dope as shit, man. I'm a big fan of him.
All right, so next
episode,
yeah. Next topic is this one. Not too much to talk about, but you know, Tuesday was the day for celebrity divorce announcements. Tia Mowry and Cory Hardwick, they've been together for like 24 years, married 14, and they announced they are that they filed for divorce. Miguel and his wife Nazim, I forgot how to pronounce her full name, but they called her Nas on the Platinum Life. That's how I know her. They had been together for like over 20 years, I want to say.
Damn.
But married for like 4. They announced their separation probably like a year ago, but then they reconciled, and now they're announcing that they filed for divorce. And then Tom Brady and Gizelle, I forgot how to pronounce their last name, but they've been together for a real long time. So I want to say like 14 years or something.
Been a while.
Yeah, and they filed for divorce. They, from what I understand, out of the 3 couples, one of them has something to do with cheating. And it's not Tia and Cory, and it's not Tom and Gizelle. But that's what I heard. All alleged, but that's what I heard.
R&B niggas be cheating. Miguel.
Hey, what I'm saying is, if I take you back, and then you decide to leave me, then that's my fucking fault.
Facts.
Like, I took you back. Like,
Who took who back?
Miguel took her back the first time.
I didn't know this. This is new.
When they went through that whole thing, he the one took her back.
So
she
she
wanted to
left
come
him.
back. Yeah.
She left him and then
She
came
wanted,
back.
she left and then wanted to come back, and he allowed that shit. That's on you.
So he left her this time.
No, she left him again.
Oh,
So she left him both times.
Yeah, she left him and then came back, and he allowed that shit.
But he's the reason why she left.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, if you leave me because of the shit I'm doing, you know I ain't stopped doing the shit I'm doing.
But how do we know that he didn't? Wait. Was there some type of effort on his end to have her come back, or did she just wake up one morning?
No, they said he took her back, meaning that when she left the first time, she said, "I want to come back home," and he said, "Okay, baby, come on back home." I wouldn't have did that shit.
Okay.
I wouldn't have did that shit because I know I ain't changed me.
Okay, yeah.
Agree.
Okay, so that got to be on her then. If
If
it wasn't, because if he wasn't like, "Oh, baby, please come back home. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." Then that's something. Totally
They didn't say that.
different.
They said he took her back.
Yeah.
They didn't say she took him back. Because when you beg and plead, she takes you back.
Okay.
No, he took her back.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm so many years removed. Don't know how this shit works
Yeah,
anymore. But yeah,
that's that nigga fault. Like you dove into that shit knowing she was gonna do that. She did it before, my nigga. She left you. She can't leave you. Like that's like a crackhead being like, rob you and then to be like, "I love you. I made a mistake." Blah blah blah. You know you about to lose your fucking TV, my nigga.
Yeah,
you know it. You're right, but you can tell he's an emotional guy. Logic says it, but the heart singing and shit. Maybe if what if benefit of the doubt, we can just try to write your poetry.
I guess.
Rub your toenails or some shit. I don't know.
All I'm saying is like, nigga, like you can't allow a situation where you get played twice.
Yeah.
You can't allow that. And women when a woman already left you, if she coming back, you got to understand that's an agenda in her. That ain't coming back because she love you. She left you. Mm-hmm. You didn't beg for her to come back. You took her in. So it was an agenda why she came back. Mm-hmm. Don't be stupid.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, because you don't ever want to hear nobody, especially like when they put in time like that for that long. Man. You don't ever want to hear nobody break up. But
that's why Tia's.
the Tia and Cory situation, that one came out of left field for me. I don't follow them that close.
I was about to say I don't follow them either, so that did throw me for a little bit. Yeah. We don't know what people do behind closed doors.
Right.
But he had to come out and publicly say it wasn't because I was cheating, motherfuckers. Because our society,
right? We automatically
society say, "Oh, what that nigga do?"
Yeah,
and he was like, "Motherfucker, I didn't cheat." You know what I'm saying?
I didn't cheat. We just came to a level where our good understanding would be separation.
Yeah. From what I understand has happened is that I guess he was more home initially, and he just got like a show. Like he's done shows before because he was on, I want to say, Lincoln Heights at one point in time. Mm-hmm. And he does movies and stuff like that, but he doesn't, that's not his thing. Like that's her thing to do TV shows. Mm-hmm. So I believe that he was more like trying to focus more on his craft and out there, getting his bearings and stuff like that. But she wanted him to be home, and she didn't like the change in the dynamic that was going on. So that's what I heard. Again, I mean, this is all alleged. Yeah. Glenn says, translation, Tia is ready for her whole phase. Wow.
Nah, I don't think
so.
I think she's a very controlling individual, and she's been used to being the quote unquote head of the pack. And with him having with him being on the series and having to be obligated to these dates and not bending to her will. I think that just she couldn't do that. She couldn't deal with it, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not gonna downplay T on that because some people are controlling. That's just what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we see this happen in reverse. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have a stay-at-home mom, but that's not what she wanted. You know what I'm saying? That's just how situations occur. She agreed to it, but she can't do it for so long. You know what I'm saying? Before she goes back out, and that turns into a rift in a relationship. So we have seen this before. We just haven't seen it in this dynamic.
Right.
I wouldn't count out the whole phase though. After divorce, women need to cut their hair, buy a dog, start going to the gym. Someone will whole phase. It could be maybe less likely for her, but
I mean it's possible. But I don't think that she left him to have a whole phase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's what.
Yeah.
Now, if she stumbled upon a whole phase, then she did. But to be like, I'm ready. No, I don't agree with that.
I just think after age in your life, it's not a whole phase no more. You just live it.
Yeah, right.
You know, like Tia is well into her 40s.
Right.
If she decide to fuck whoever she want to fuck, that ain't a whole phase. That's a grown ass woman taking dick.
That makes sense. Whole phase and still getting a groove back. It's two different things.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Because I mean, we've had this conversation before. Like at a certain point, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Ain't no. If I said this before and I'm gonna say it again. If you a man between the ages of 35 and above, and you asking bitches how many niggas they done fuck, you are a lame ass nigga. Like, let's just stop doing
Totally
that.
agree. Totally agree.
Now with the Gizelle and Tom Brady situation, now this Tom Brady's wrong as fuck for this one. With this one, pretty much he was supposed to retire. Gizelle was like, hey, you know, let's go ahead and call this a wrap. He agreed to it, but then he did not retire. And yeah, don't nobody want to be with somebody that they might fuck around and be an invalid for the rest of their life because you signed on again when you were supposed to stop.
Yeah.
Like
he's losing.
Right, like stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got all the money, and from what I understand, she got more money than him.
And this
so
is
it's
what
like,
I was about to say.
Like y'all don't need.
This was
$500 million.
This is this nigga. This is what I'm saying though. This is the genius in Tom Brady. He didn't never want to stop playing football. He knew she was trying to make him do it. He knew if he signed on for another year, she was going to get a divorce. She makes more money than me. And so she's going to forever pay me.
But at the detriment of your life.
That ain't what
like,
Tom Brady's thinking.
Life,
you got to understand what Tom Brady is doing. Tom Brady is just living his fantasy. And so he is going to live his fantasy regardless of what she said. And at this point in time where I can not only do that, but I'll forever get a check from you. Oh yeah, go ahead and sign the papers.
I'm sure they got like
an
ironclad prenup.
Kids though.
But I'm saying, I'm sure she got an ironclad prenup. I'm sure
she don't. She don't, because that's what everybody is talking about right now is if they have to split it, if they have to go into finances, she will be paying Tom Brady money. This has been that is the thing everybody's been saying. Like when it boils down to it, when it's all said and done and that divorce is a wrap, she will pay Tom Brady because she is the bread earner in that household.
And that's fucked up.
I'm pro dudes 99.99% of the time, but on this one, I used to be married, I used to be a husband. That's fucked up. If everything is true, if he promised her, and she's in the documentary. They had a documentary because they thought it was last year, like his own last dance shit on ESPN. She was in there, like yeah, you comment on everything, and like you could tell she was like happy that she was
it's over, right?
And then 2 weeks later, nah, you know, yeah, that's fucked up. Football nigga, you got how many rings? He got 6,
7,
7 rings.
Like what
else?
more
He's the GOAT.
Right? What more do you want?
You gotta understand. When somebody is labeled as the number one,
I get it.
In his mind, a nigga got to take him off that.
I feel you.
But see, that's at the. I mean,
He has to have an incredibly horrible losing season for him to give up.
But that's at the detriment of his family.
As I get older, I'm starting to. Well, I've been seeing. But as I get older, even more so, I'm seeing the importance of legacy for us family and kids. And when I'm 80, I want them to bring the grandkids around because I was close to them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, my nigga, because you ain't around them.
Yeah, that's you. Tom Brady's like, fuck what y'all talking about. I am 7-time champion Tom fucking Brady.
But that's the thing though, because their kids are gonna put to a point where they can see what happened and they can see that their family was torn apart. They're going to resent him for that. They're going to fucking hate football. You know what
he gonna be like, God damn it, fuck are you talking about? I am fucking Tom the GOAT Brady. And you are the seeds of that. Nigga.
I'm also the seed of Gizelle Bündchen, or however you say her fucking last name. And she got more money than you, so I don't need nothing from over here.
She's like, I heard she was like the GOAT of modeling and shit.
She is.
Yeah.
So you are
she's up there with Iman.
You are a product of two GOATs.
Yeah.
You are the product of two GOATs.
But
so
go
be a GOAT.
But if I resent you because you broke up the family, you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna cut you off. Your money, I can't be like, if I don't want to be around you, I'm not gonna be around you because your money don't faze me. My mama got 10 times more money than you.
That's cool. She about to cut me a check too.
She gonna cut
you know what I'm saying? I ain't even worried about it. And like Tom Brady's gonna be playing forever. Like if Tampa like cut him right now, Tom Brady gonna have a job in a matter of hours.
But that's fucked up because that you're putting this sport above your family. That's fucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way
his legacy is the sports.
Your legacy was already established, it's done, it's written in stone.
No, I got more to do.
Fuck that because he obviously ain't even doing this shit.
I'm
doing it.
So why don't you be a legend in how to transition out of football and have a successful marriage, have a successful
Fuck that.
family.
I'm showing my kids how to have a structure forever.
We already got that. My mama is wealthy.
No. This is structure. I get up and I do this and I do that. This is real structure. Some niggas had to go to the military and lose their legs. I'm going to play football.
I hear what you're saying. The one thing I problem with Tom Brady did, dealing with a woman, dealing with anybody, you gave her your word.
Exactly.
And she made, I guarantee she made changes because of that word. She had plans because of that word. Hey kids, we get to do this now in a few months because your dad is done. And when you go back on that word, it's gonna be consequences.
So just imagine if she don't even like football. Yeah. She is here for you. She's enduring all this bullshit that she don't give a fuck about for you. She been counting down the days like somebody that's in jail, just Xing out the days out the calendar to the day that you are hanging up your cleats. For you to be like, nah, they just up there for the summer break. I'm gonna put them back on in August. Yeah, man. Fuck that. That's not cool at all.
Yeah. I ain't saying it is. I'm saying y'all are saying all that and y'all not realizing that this is time to go fucking break.
I get it.
He's not gonna go home after and just be a fucking stay-at-home dad. That is not gonna happen.
I'm not saying that he
Michael Jordan did the same thing.
Yeah.
Because to this day, he's still mad that no one took the championship from him. From that team.
Exactly.
I see what you're saying. Then why did he make that promise then? That's the issue I got.
Because you know what? Because he did not even expect to make it to the Super Bowl. So yeah, I'd say whatever. He was mid fucking. He was midway through fucking. Like, you know, when you fucking, you'll say anything. Like you love him, you know, you'll clean up, you'll cut the grass, all that shit. Once you done made him come like 2-3 times, now you big dick Rick, you don't mean none of that shit you just said.
The worst thing that can happen to him, if he can have a horrible injury and his career ends like that, and then you injure, divorce is all fucked up.
Right.
Like,
and that's what I'm saying. And I don't blame Giselle because
cool.
at the end of the day, you want me to take care of you as a fucking invalid when you could have got out and been okay?
He 45.
That's cool. Either way it go, if we get a divorce and that happens, your check is gonna be paying for this BBL nurse is about to come through and wipe the tip of my dick every goddamn morning.
Well, you know what?
If that's how
much it costs to get you out of
He's not gonna be
fucking
wrong.
life,
He's
so
not gonna
be
be
it.
wrong. He's never have to worry about women for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying?
But that's fucked
Did
up.
y'all know he had a
Yo,
job?
boy, your penis is clean. That's what he gonna hear from a nurse.
Hey, facts. You know he had a job waiting on him as of last season when they thought he was going to retire as an analyst. Contract already signed. Already.
Yeah.
As soon as he retired, it was waiting for him. So I bet in her mind, she had this fantasy. He could still be running sport, but not playing it.
Right. And you had plans. You already had wheels turning for your after football life. You know what I'm saying?
But I can really say, though, certain dudes are built different. Like,
He gotta get knocked down.
Jordan, Brady, I would dare to even say, not LeBron, but even probably Steph, they got that killer mentality. Like, nigga, the only way I'm gonna stop killing people is somebody kill me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he has to be stopped.
I get it.
You gotta think that Brady is he's coming, and when he came in the game, like his mentors were some of the greatest quarterbacks that ever played the game.
Yeah.
He want to go out like Johnny Unitas. Johnny Unitas went out because his legs literally couldn't get him off the field.
I think he respects Patrick Mahomes. Not getting off topic. I said this and I'm done. The reason why he respects Patrick Mahomes, he don't shake everybody hand after the game. He kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
Because I think he's like, this the motherfucker they're gonna take.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. That's the quarterback I wish I was.
Yeah. He's the one that's gonna knock.
Because that's the nigga that's gonna go out there and play until he can't play anymore.
Yeah.
Like Eminem said, I'm a rap until my lungs collapse.
Yeah.
That's what these niggas are doing.
Yeah. And do she know what she married? I wonder if she knew what she married.
She did. She did.
But
That's every woman's problem.
But
you try to change a nigga. A nigga gonna say anything.
Don't say anything.
The niggas will say anything, man.
All right, so
Yeah, I'm gonna retire after this year. What is this bitch? Shut the fuck up. God damn, this bitch always talking retirement. I'm like, shit, bitch, what am I gonna do if you leave me, bitch? like, nah.
all
Moving on.
Yeah, so those were the divorce announcements. And that's that. All right, so the fucked up song of the podcast is, which is so funny that we had this conversation in pre-production.
Man.
But it is Genuine. There it is. So, I guess I'll read the lyrics. So, verse 1 said, I work my fingers down to the bone. I put it down from 9 to 5, so you should know. You want to know what else? And I bust my ass so you can live good. Yes, I do, girl. Now, all I want you to do is what you should. There it is. So there it is. There it is, baby. That ungrateful shit. There you go again, complaining. What your aim is, I don't know. But I'm not doing this shit for nothing. I paid a car note, light bill, house note.
Yeah.
What you think this shit's for nothing? You're not working. So what more you want? Verse 2. I do my best to give you what you need. It seems that the harder that I work, the less you see. Ooh, baby. Who wouldn't want the life you lead? Just think about it. Living the good life, yeah, practically scot-free. So there it is. That ungrateful shit. There you go again, being worrisome. Like you earn something around here. But let's be clear. I'm not doing this shit for nothing. No, I paid a car note, light bill,
House note, nigga.
What you think this shit's for nothing? You're not working. So what more you want than the bridge? You got 2 seconds, pack your shit and get on out of here. Gotta go, baby. You don't appreciate what a man like me is about. No, you don't. And you know I'm working 9 to 5, working hard every day, baby. Even put my name, even served my day down for some overtime. Yeah. I did not know that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
So there you go. Trying to
That
run
nigga
the
signed
show.
up for manual overtime, bitch.
So there you go. Trying to run the show. Oh, you don't pay my car note. Pay my light bill. Pay my house note. I'm not doing this shit for nothing. I pay the car note, light bill, house note.
House note.
What you think this shit's for nothing?
Ooh, come on.
For real though, nigga, sing your heart out, genuine.
All right. So there it is. By Genuine.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah, listen, fellas. I'm gonna just go ahead and put this shit out here. Listen, sometimes you're gonna run into that female that you're gonna do a lot for, and they're just for some strange reason, they think that they're worthy of more because of what you give to them. You know, I'm not saying all females are this way, and I'm not saying even when you feel that way, you shouldn't have that type of mental, because when you have that type of mental, you just think, you know, your man is capable of more. What I'm saying though is you got to put them bitches in their goddamn place, man. If you doing a lot for your bitch and your bitch is always having something to say, man, you need to tell her, listen, you can barbecue a boo-hoo. Like, for real, like, don't be one of them niggas. I fell for it. I've been a Rudy Poo nigga before, and I refuse to do it. Every nigga go through a situation in their life. Every nigga. I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't give a fuck if it happened when you were 16. I don't give a fuck if it happens when you 65. You go through a situation. I've been through mine, so I will never be a simp to a bitch a day in my life again, or a young lady, or a woman, or a high class upper echelon lady. Listen, I will not stand by while I'm doing the most and having you complaining about some dumb shit, or have you complaining, period. Bitch, if you are comfortable, this is what I want to instill in you fellas. If you have put in a situation where, by the grace of God, you can have your woman comfortable, if she gets off script, you need to put her back in her panties, man. Because she's trying to slip drawers on. So it's your place to put her back in panties. Because if she wants to live a different life with the same attributes that you're already giving her, she need to step the fuck up and do it herself. That's just how I feel. If I'm paying your car note, I'm paying the house note. I like how this nigga said house note, but mortgage. I'm paying the mortgage or the rent and all the bills.
House note rhyme.
Yeah. I'm paying all the bills, and you sit up and tell me some bullshit about what I'm not doing. You're gonna have to do that shit yourself. Period. Go do it yourself.
Preach.
I don't understand. You know, when bitches say weird shit, I can do bad all by myself. Bitch, if this is bad to you, do it by yourself.
Preach.
I'm like, you motherfuckers got me fucked up.
I'm listening to that shit in the car.
Oh yeah, like he's on one. It's like he pulled this from real life.
Yeah,
you could feel the emotion.
Yeah. I agree.
You know?
When I heard the song, I thought about Kevin Samuels. That's some shit Kevin Samuels. Life is there's some women, not all women, who want the best of both worlds. I want a hardworking man, But he's always tired. Okay, you got to choose. Like, fuck. You want a hardworking man to pay everything, or do you want a man who's never tired that don't work hard? And I feel like there's some women who want the best of both worlds that work like that. You're comfortable, your needs taken care of. I'm tired. Okay.
I think a balance needs to be found. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't have to sacrifice having a relationship with somebody, like an actual relationship with somebody, for stability. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be some type of compromise in that. Like, yeah, I'm with this dude, but I never see him because he's always at work. But the house note is paid for, and I'm of sound mind and body, and I'm just sitting at home doing nothing but taking care of the house.
I shouldn't have to be a make believe ass nigga for you to be fucking satisfied. I shouldn't have to be the nigga that works overtime and then have to be the nigga that, you know what I'm saying, come home and clean the house and then come home and read your kid that ain't even my kid a book, and then turn around and then run 3 miles, and then turn around and go to the gym and work out so my abs look right, and then turn around and try to fuck the dog shit out of you any way you want it because it's Tuesday and we ain't fucked in 2 months, bitch. I shouldn't have to be this nigga.
But that's my thing, is that there should be some type of compromise, because if you can't handle it on the regular stuff, then how about if I'm of sound mind and body, I should be able to lighten that load. What's the reason why I'm not working? Like, am I taking care of the kids? Then that's something different. But if I'm of sound mind and body and we can both get out there and work to relieve some of that off of you, it shouldn't be no problem with me working.
Well, you're a good woman. That's what good women say. Good woman says what you just said. A lot of fucking women, especially 2022, the reason why Kevin Samuels became big, because chicks that are not like you will call in and say shit. He gained a lot of weight, but he was like, do you work? No. You take care of kids that's not his? Yeah. He's gaining weight because he's always working. You don't have time to go to the gym. Like
the nigga ain't got proper sleep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
nigga, you start sleeping 2 hours a day and watch how your motherfucking belly get fat, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Somewhere in these little girls' minds when they grow up, especially now in this generation, they got this Tyler Perry, but still a thug, still a CEO with a 6-pack. Fuck like Mr. Marcus.
Nigga 5'8" still know how to dunk. Like all sorts of weird ass shit.
And the question is, if you was to turn around on them, okay, so, and again, I ain't trying to mimic what Mr. Samuels, rest in peace, says, but what do you bring to the table then? You complaining, what the fuck you bring to the table?
That pussy she give up every month and a half. Like, I don't understand. Them motherfuckers that complain the most don't even be fucking like that.
But that's the problem with the situation that's going on in the song. You know what I'm saying? The chick, she is presumably ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? And she's presumably not trying to release some of the stress off of her dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To where he just snapped. You know what you think this is for nothing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That song fast.
Right. I'm not doing this shit for nothing. Like, I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like that to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, that's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to have an interactive relationship with my dude, and you know what I'm saying, like, have us have a healthy relationship, what is the problem that I can't work either to relieve some of that so that we can get on the same schedule, be at home at the same time?
You the type of woman, I know you. You the type of woman, if you had a dude that did all that, you will plan a surprise for him. Babe, I planned a trip, a cruise, whenever. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing, though. But like, because I remember when we had an episode where when I understood, I was like, that some people can't afford that type of mental, but I understood how Lindsay was saying, like, if this nigga take care of this, then I'm the one like making sure these trips is, you know what I'm saying, paid for, and making sure that this nigga's taking care of everything else. That I don't have a problem with.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays we have these motherfuckers, like you said, they just ungrateful. Like they feel like they can get anything the fuck off. Like you supposed to just cater to them. Like they want a daddy that they occasionally suck his dick. Like that's crazy.
Facts. Lindsay, the verbiage fucked with Lindsay.
The verbiage fucked you up, but that's the truth. It's
But
like
you're right.
these niggas want to niggas don't know how to do laundry. Motherfuckers don't know how to cook. Motherfuckers don't know how to properly clean your bathroom. Motherfuckers they won't even do nice shit to you.
Yep.
Like, that's the thing that kills me the most about these new age women. Some of these women don't even know how to be nice to their nigga.
Facts. Come home. Can I get a smile? Can I get how was your day?
Like they don't know none of that shit.
Yeah. Right, but they're so self-absorbed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That they don't even care enough to be like, how was your day?
My cousin, I'm not gonna name, rest in peace, he died trying to maintain a high lifestyle for his family. He had a heart attack. He died at 45 years old trying to keep up this lifestyle for his wife, and she was high maintenance. He died because he worked himself to death. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That shit woke me up. Yeah. I was like, fuck.
Now,
Now,
playing devil's advocate.
Yep.
And no disrespect.
No, go ahead. Okay.
But did he present himself that way to that woman?
I don't know. I think what it was, to your point, let's take some accountability. What was it in him that made him feel like he had to do that to feel worthy? Or to choose a woman that required that, to your point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Lily said it earlier, we all went through a phase, and unfortunately, there's some niggas, they don't go through it until they established. Mm-hmm. Let me go to that shit early. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that shit when I'm 40, 45, 50 years old. You know what I'm saying?
But some niggas present themselves like, baby, you ain't got to do nothing. Exactly. And you a simp.
And the reason why, and the only reason I'm bringing this dude up is because he kind of made it okay for men to have these conversations. Kevin Samuels like, yo, I didn't agree with everything, but he brought the comment like, hey, women call in complaining, he'd be like, okay, he take care of 2 kids, it's not his. He's a fucking a plumber, but I'm bored. What that dumb shit would be saying? I just don't feel the desire for him.
Because he's a simp. Because he's doing everything she asked him to do. He's being a simp.
Yeah.
Like every attribute you just said that he did. He take care of kids, it ain't his.
Yep.
This nigga's a plumber. He does his own thing.
Yep.
If that nigga ain't got more than $2,000 in his savings account, it's because he tricking off on his bitch and he a simp.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
You know, my cousin, unfortunately, fell in that trap, man.
Because that's the whole, and I hate to say it like that, but the Birdman said it best. It ain't tricking if you got it.
Yeah.
Like, if I got it for you to live that way, then I'm not tripping off of that petty shit. But if I don't got it that way, then I present that. Some niggas don't. And when I was younger, I didn't present that, and I played the line of a simp, and I got played, and I'd never be a simp again.
Shannon Sharp said on Undisputed, Skip, my uncle told me, don't put your dick in your wallet.
Yeah.
That motherfucker is
crazy. He said penis because he's a.
Could you fall victim to that thing? You as a man, like this is what I'm gonna tell all y'all.
Speak your shit.
This is when I say simp, I ain't saying you just a sucker ass nigga, but what I'm saying is sometimes you do some shit for a bitch that you know you ain't supposed to do, and you thinking your dick is gonna get you through it.
Yep.
That's a total fucking lie. Cause your dick can get her one way, but she want to be presented a certain way too.
Yep.
So if you ain't establishing what you are and what you can do for her, your dick ain't gonna save you, my nigga. I don't give a fuck if that motherfucker falls out your pants like this and high fives your motherfucking forearm. That bitch will fuck the littlest dick nigga in the room that can take care of her financially.
Yep.
You know what's so funny is that you say that term often with the dick falling out and high five.
I love
I had to like, what is? Oh, I had to see this like.
I love to say that shit.
Right.
I love to say it.
So, Leo, you said whatever you did to get her, you gotta keep doing to keep her, nigga.
If you try to show up and show out,
right?
This bitch going to Eddie V's every time y'all go out, and then when y'all get together, then you talking about, well, I'm gonna just get something from Applebee's. This bitch don't eat Applebee's.
Facts. Meanwhile, though, a nigga who ain't got shit, who know who he is, can pull that shit.
Yeah,
he can. You know why? Because he's telling her exactly what it is.
Facts.
And he dicking her down like only he can do.
Facts. Like, girl, we going to fucking Applebee's. You gonna take this dick? You gonna take them fucking buffalo wings?
That's it.
Shut the fuck up.
And she gonna be like, okay, cool.
Okay.
Now I ain't saying she might not boss because she'll boss up and find somebody else. Yeah. But for the time being, she cool with this big dick broke nigga.
Yep. When I went through my shit, my sipping phase, little lesson I learned women don't want to do, they can boss around. They don't want nobody that's just get along to go along. You know what I'm saying? Every woman, I dare say every woman deep down is looking for leadership. And if she can fucking control you and tell you what to do and you hop every step, she gonna get bored with you.
Oh yeah, that's the honest to God truth.
Women are looking for leadership. I don't give a fuck. Look, what every woman, the meanest woman who you think like, no, she's different. No, she's not. No, she's not. She's looking for leadership. I've gotten pussy just from saying no. Well, can't you no? Why not? Because I don't want to. And look at her dead in her eye. Damn, what's wrong with you? Nothing. I just don't want to. A week later, she's like, you be acting, but I kind of like that though. You ain't no thug. You know,
that fucking
goofy shit,
that fucking goofy shit. Motherfuckers is goofy, man. Hey, man. This shit. This is crazy.
So that was genuine. There it is.
Yeah.
These lefts have been hilarious. All right. So Jerry's final thought.
Do you got anything to say?
Nah, man. Just good podcast. Thank y'all for allowing me to speak. No, good shit, both of y'all. Good shit, Lily. I agree with everything you said though about that last piece. Hell yeah.
But that
shit struck the core. Nigga, like, hey, I'm over it, but I'll be like, man, kind of be like, nigga, never fucking again.
I mean, yeah. You gotta go through it, man. You gotta go through it, phase, nigga. Every hustler, man, went broke. That, I mean, it just happens.
Yeah, good shit, Lily. Good shit.
You got anything to say?
No.
Okay.
There it is.
There it is.
Shit. Okay. My Jerry's final thoughts would, like I always do, I just freestyle it. Just with everything we've been talking about, from divorce to the controversy with, the hip hop awards, Coons, and just taking better care of yourself and not letting nobody else do it. I just want everybody to have the integrity in themselves to know when they had enough. My final thoughts would be, knowing yourself that you have a limit. Don't let nobody run you, and don't let nobody outclass you. You are the greatest you can be. And do that. I don't give a fuck if you slang trash. Be the best trash man that anybody has seen. Know your limits and know your superpower. And as always, take care of yourself and others.
All right. So that was episode 61 of The Ish We Talk. And we will see you guys on episode 62.
Exactly.
Bye.